Okay, welcome to Keto King's Beer and Barbecue Banter. I'm your host, Chef James P. Madonna, and it is a lovely Sunday, a November to remember, beautiful, sunny, clear, and dry. And I will introduce my co-host right now because we anticipate a really good panel today. Okay, let me get the fotches up. Hold on. What's wrong with that pencil neck geek that runs StreamYard? I'm trying to. Well, the Fletcher. He won't let me unblock it. That pencil neck geek. I want to know on his forehead. I swear, the guy that runs StreamYard. You ever see that pencil neck geek?
No.
I'm trying to. Unmute it. I'm trying to unmute it. Anyway.
He might have muted himself, so he might have to unmute.
Hey, how you like my non-copyrighted Wild Wild West song for the theme?
It works.
It kind of reminds me of a little bit of Doctor Who, a little bit.
Yeah, well, it reminds me of all the gunslinger movies, spaghetti westerns and all that stuff. Clint Eastwood. Okay,
yeah, I like Levi Leaf and Escape from New York with Kurt Russell.
That's right.
Levi Van Cleef, a lot of spaghetti westerns.
Yeah. Chase the evil spirits away. I'm here with my co-host, BC Beer Reviews from Michigan, and the one and only, the originator of Wild Card Wednesdays from southeastern Massachusetts, Mr. Thomas Meadow. Thomas Meadow 75 of Massachusetts Beer Reviews. Welcome, gentlemen. I am awaiting the others that say, I want to be on the show. I want to be on the show. Yeah. And now we're live streaming, and I'm just waiting for them. So, but I'm not waiting. I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah.
Because I am a stickler for punctuality. I'm actually a stickler for being a stickler. A stickler for being a stickler. Now, I'm going to pour a pumpkin. What's the last bottle? A pumpkin IPA at 8.1% alcohol by volume. River Horse Hippo Lantern. Okay, that's my last bottle. Hippo Lantern, and it is apple lickable to this time of year, to autumn. It is not the best pumpkin ale I've ever had, but it's something. Don't trip over. Come on, baby. Don't trip.
We're talking about beer or something else here, James. Well, what? Don't trip over.
Don't trip over. Let me see if I can. I have my trusty frozen blue thingy. All right. Now the other container I use for Fandango Friday, because the liqueurs, I get the small airline bottles.
Liqueur.
All right. Yeah. All right. So, I was at Whole Foods before because I needed a few items, and I get a few items because it's just right down the hill from me. Okay, let me see what you guys are drinking. Not to sound like
so far, I'm starting with Michelob Light because I guess why not? Adjunct-free style of Anheuser-Busch beer. So that's
Well,
the kind of drink, if you will.
adjunct. Well, I consider macro to be a junk.
It's
Junk.
a American light lager brewed with a blend of Hallertau, Strissel's Fault, and other hop varieties. And I can tell you
And
that the
preservative.
Michelob brand of beers don't use any rice or corn. They're actually brewing with 100% malt. So that's a little better. That's a little better for the big boys.
They're following traditional German or European guidelines, right? Starting to follow that now. No getting away from the cheap adjuncts, which is like a white rice in a burrito. Cheap filler.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah. Now what you drinking there, BC?
I'm drinking 200 Ale by the Bell's Brewing Company.
Local Michigan.
Yeah, I figured I'd go with a tried and true classic here, at least with me, anyhow. I mean, I've been craving this one for the last couple of days, and today's the day to have it, so why not?
Yeah.
Comstock, Michigan.
And the can kind of matches.
Comes out.
Yeah.
Which is ironic. They say Comstock, but I mean, I know they're from Comstock, but the city borders Kalamazoo so close. Depending on what material you read, it's either Comstock or Kalamazoo, but it's
Kalamazoo
basically essentially the same thing.
So,
Kalamazoo is the original home of the Gibson Guitar Factory. There you go.
Is there any zoological zoos in Kalamazoo or no? Or the people that live there kind of make up their own zoo? Kalamazoo.
The world may never know.
Where are you? I'm in Kalamazoo.
Okay, you guys are break it up a little bit.
Good.
No, we're okay. Now we're good.
You got to use the cell phone, BC. Sorry.
I'll ask him the magic question.
Okay.
Concerning
this is what's going to happen on the cell phone. It just is.
No, what does he have?
I asked him the other day when he was having problems it was Friday, and he said, no, I said, do you have a computer? Do you have a desktop or a laptop? It's like, no, only cell phone.
Yeah, but does he have an Android? Oh.
That's what I'm basically using. I got a Samsung Galaxy Tab A or something.
Okay, I want to welcome. Hold on. He's muted. He's muted. I want to welcome the one and only Jason Cleveland, who is residing now, I believe, in the state of Washington, Pacific Northwest. How are you?
That's right. That's right. Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are you?
The debut of Jason Cleveland, and
yes.
I will say cheers to pay homage to the debut of Jason Cleveland.
Cheers, folks. It's just after 12 p.m. here, so it's a little early to be drinking. So I'm just going to have some sparkling water.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And so salute to Jason Cleveland. Hiya, 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 hiya. How you doing? How you doing? Hey.
Sensitive to natives. You can't do that, James.
Well, I could do it on my
That's
show.
pretty funny.
It's his channel. He can do what he wants.
Yeah, well,
Cheers.
I could do it because I think it is insane to call the team the Cleveland Guardians. It's very lame. It's very
beefsteak is going on a grill later.
It just doesn't do it for me. Guardians.
No. Yeah. I'm with you. My gosh. I feel you.
You know, I mean, now if you had a gargoyle as their logo, you know, gargoyles are pretty tough and mean looking. You know, that might work out.
The Washington Gargoyles. All right, new football.
No, not the Washington Gargoyles. I think it'd be cool if since Oakland, California, I hear is a shithole. They should move. They should move the Oakland Athletics and the Las Vegas Raiders because they're going to run out of water. They should move them both to Portland or somewhere in the Pacific.
Portland, Maine?
No, Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Maine.
Oh.
They get a bunch of lobster fishermen up there.
Yep. Yes, they do.
What was I going to say? Oh, the trout or salmon on Jason's cap matches the trout on BC's can of beer.
Yep.
Pumpkin ale. Oh,
I had
your
yeah
daughter
my
put her
yeah
shot.
one of the little kids came running in here. It's a Sunday, and I just finished doing yard work before the rain came. I tell you, we've probably had the wettest November, and it's only 7 days in that I can remember. We had like an inch of rain every day practically falling here, which is ridiculous.
So the precipitation usually settles down for autumn and winter by you, or
Well, it's sort of tapered. We sort of get rain almost every day, but not this level of rain, right? You might have a sprinkle and then it might stop and then it might come back. But this is just, I was at the University of Washington Husky football game yesterday and against the Oregon Ducks, the mighty Oregon Ducks, and it was terribly cold and wet and windy. And I did want to mention to BC, although he's getting up, that Michigan kicked our whats about 2 months ago.
they did?
The Huskies traveled into the Big House and they lost badly to the Wolverines, the mighty Wolverines of Michigan.
Yeah, the mighty this, the great that, the great state of Rhode Island, the great state, the mighty that. Everybody's
mighty.
Everybody is mighty. I was going to ask you, James, you mentioned states, and there was a big election, I guess, in Virginia this last week, and the Commonwealth of Virginia, right? And then Jay has, parishes and stuff. It's interesting how different we're the United States, but we have different names for the same thing, essentially, right?
Yeah,
Commonwealth of Massachusetts, even.
that sounds.
Yep.
It sounds fancy, kind of sophisticated, like provinces. Canada has provinces. We have states, except for people that call themselves commonwealths. Parish the thought. You should not have a parish.
Every other country we have departments. Every other country has ministries, right?
That's true.
I'm gonna get some food preparation underway while we have a nice.
Yeah, I would call my region a kingdom or an empire. What is a region owned by an empire? I don't know.
A territory or a commonwealth or
commonwealth.
A territory, yeah.
Maybe they're commonwealths because they are the first colonies to be settled in the New World. When you think of Virginia, Massachusetts. All right, let us get into the culinary now. Now, BC, what are you grilling or barbecuing? BC.
Yeah.
What are you grilling or barbecuing today?
I'm barbecuing them buffalo wings this time. I'm trying a little different, which I got them wrapped up in aluminum foil because yesterday when I smoked them, they got a little dry. So I figured I'll put them in aluminum foil, cook them, and maybe like last 5-10 minutes.
And I noticed they did look dry yesterday. I didn't want to say anything, but I gotta ask him. Hold on, before I ask him. Good morning, Masumi from Japan. It is now, I believe, 4:28. I think 4:28 p.m. outside of Tokyo. Good morning, my dear. Yes.
It is Monday evening.
Yeah, that's right. It is Monday morning in Japan. That's right. And China too, but they're
12 morning.
Yeah. BC. Let me ask him the magic question.
Damn internet, BC.
Yeah.
BC had some problems on Jay's show on Friday.
Yeah,
I
he's
think,
just
right?
using a cell phone, and that's part of the problem.
That's leading up to my magic question because I had a problem with my old smartphone, and there was a good reason for that problem with concerning live streaming. So let's see, when he comes back, I'll ask him, because if my suspicions are correct, that would be why he's having issues. And he needs to make the big switch. But anyway, people that are watching, we got more viewers. People that are watching, I just want to tell you a little bit about the show. This is like the Seinfeld episode concerning the show about nothing. It's a anything goes, multi-topic, uncensored show.
Sure.
Multi-topic. You can talk about relationships, dating, love, beer, booze, politics, polydicks, polydent. Just polydent, polydent. It's just about
Correct.
anything you want to bring up. It's like a cyber man cave. You can talk about anything. There is no censorship. You can curse. You can bring up sexuality.
You can bring up beefsteak. Oh yeah.
Beefsteak. You can bring up beefsteak. Like salt and pepper song. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Oh,
Uncle Steve. His
Now,
competition cow shake is going on the cheesesteak.
is Michigan anti-internet or anti-streaming or something?
I've heard of very good things about that Uncle Steve's shake.
Oh yeah, man! I won this Uncle Steve's shake during Leprechaun TV. Go check out Leprechaun.
I know
TV.
Lep. Lep used to do live streams all the time. I used to join him, and now he does his Thursday barbecue hot seat. I think he calls it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Lep is a good dude. He's a really good dude. I actually won a contest from him too. That's
I
great.
won a bunch of the Uncle Steve's shakes and some grill gloves on a giveaway he did on his live stream on St. Patrick's Day. This is their competition cow shake. It's got a really good peppery taste and paprika to it. It makes a nice real crust, really good on steaks and burgers. Real good stuff.
I'll have to try that. I've been meaning to place an order. I know if you follow any of the other cooking channels, everybody raves about Uncle Steve's shake. Yep. So you said it's good on burgers and steaks.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And this is going to be the seasoning that I use for the shaved steak. So all I'm going to do with this shaved steak here is I'm going to make I make a foil packet out of that. So I put the allotted amount of the shaved steak I want. I've already pre-sliced some onion, some red and yellow bell pepper. I'm going to put the shake seasoning on there, and I'm going to add a little bit of some, I don't know if you can see that, some hot chilies. That'll be good. And I'm going to use a combination of some extra virgin olive oil, mostly, and a little bit of some garlic infused olive oil. And literally, once you have your grill, I'm going to put the grill on, I guess, medium high. Once that comes to temperature in about 10 minutes, you put the foil packet on said grill for another 10 minutes. Make sure, though, however, if you need to crank the heat or you check it in 10 minutes to make sure that it's not really red. If it's red, you still want to cook this. When you have the shaved steak, you definitely don't want it to be anywhere rare or pink in the middle. So that's all you do, and then you open up the packet, put your cheese on, close that, let it melt, and I'm gonna have a bulky roll on the side and I think I have some leftover scalloped potatoes to go with it. So yeah, that's the plan. Real simple way to make a cheesesteak. You can't fail.
Well, that sounds fantastic. So are you going to take us through this, or are you just going to show us the finished product?
Yeah, I can try to take.
I know it's tough to film and cook and all that.
Sometimes it's a little difficult. We will. Okay, so he's going to have to watch. Oh, that stinks, BC.
Won't be able to see.
Computer, BC. It's time, we think.
You won't be able to see his chicken. BC,
Nope.
BC, do you have by any chance, do you have an iPhone or an Android? Because when I used to have my iPhone that I got rid of, Safari did not allow me to stay on StreamYard. It kept booting me off the live stream on StreamYard. So I uploaded it and I got an Android, Samsung Galaxy.
Did you try Chrome or just Safari?
No, it forced me to use Safari. Every time I Chrome, see, this is what I didn't like, the intrusiveness of the late Steve Jobs' mentality, and it was Oh, he's got an Android.
Android is more open source, right? You shouldn't have any problems.
Yeah, right? No, knock on wood. I'm very happy with this.
There we go.
Samsung Galaxy.
You can kind of see what I'm doing now, I guess. Yeah.
Well, BC, you could periodically keep trying again because we'd love to see those wings. I mean, your video is clear. Your video
We need to
was
set up. We need to set up a GoFundMe and get BC a laptop minimally.
you're using Chrome. I mean, how is your you think there's an issue with your Wi-Fi out on your patio?
Nope. I don't.
No, no, not you. No, BC's Wi-Fi.
You know, Thomas brings up a point, right? Let's set up a GoFundMe. The power of those GoFundMes. I mean, people, you kind of, and I apologize for having, there's a bit of racket here, but you got to admire folks' willingness to open their pockets and help people that are in need, right? I mean, we could probably have over $1,000 raised for BC by the time this is over. And you know what you could do, James, is you could like play songs in between and have people answer phones, and we could get dialing for dollars, like a big telethon type thing going, right?
What if I use a fake old-fashioned telephone ringing, you know, and have it keep on ringing like public broadcast? Ring,
That would be great.
Those phones are ringing off the hook.
You know, I got to mention, did you guys ever see that I think it was RoboCop 2. They actually had a telethon to save the city of Detroit or something. And people were like, this guy was playing the violin with his feet, you know, kind of all contorted and stuff.
That's funny.
Well, you should see the characters that try to perform on Times Square, 42nd Street. And
you can't even see that. Mostly,
you don't want to see.
Virgin olive oil will go into this recipe with a little bit of the garlic olive oil for some garlicky flavor.
Oh, like Ronald's friend, David Garlicky?
Garlic pea.
Yeah,
no, not
garlic pea. Garlic pea? That's his name?
No, garlipeed. I think it's garlipeed.
I thought he was garlicky. I thought he...
It is garlipeed.
Garlipeed. Oh.
He's very humorous.
I think it's P-E-I-D or something, or P-I-E-D or something like that.
Oh, I don't know. Garlicky sounds good. I mean, what do you think?
God. All right, a little bit of garlic olive oil for taste. Just a little bit.
What did Jason say? Oh, the first and second RoboCops were great.
Yeah.
Now, what came first, RoboCop or Judge Dredd with Sly Stallone?
Hello there. RoboCop came first.
Hello there, young lady. You wanna be discovered on YouTube?
She loves popping in and then like playing with the little bobbleheads you see back here, and then just sprinting away and creating terror and havoc. Yeah,
she's laughing and she tried to dash off.
Yeah, she's pretty cute.
Yeah, it was funny. There was
I think RoboCop was first. You said Judge Dredd. I think RoboCop, right?
So
that came out in like
Stallone,
80, 87 maybe.
So you think Stallone got some ideas from RoboCop and inspired him to make his own version?
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta BC, you gotta call your provider and say, what's going on here?
No, I don't think he needs to do. I think he seriously needs to buy an actual computing device and not just use his phone. That's all I'm saying.
You mean like a tablet, like a Samsung Galaxy tablet?
Minimally. I mean, I'm on one and I'm doing just dandelions here. I'm not using a cellular network either. Maybe that's part of the problem.
Remember when I was doing shows with Gary Owens and he bought a Samsung Galaxy tablet and it worked. Yep. It worked wonderfully. It really was. He's very
How about those Fire tablets too? Those are cheap. You can get it for like $50. It seems like.
Yeah, but if he gets the Fire tablet and
it's the same problem. Yeah, same problem as the phone, right?
No, he claims it. Now he says it's not his phone. He said it's the company. Well, call him up and say, I'm sitting outside my house here on my patio. I'm not far from being inside, and I keep getting booted off the live stream. I have Spectrum, and they give me a lot of guidance when I call them. I got the A20, the Samsung Galaxy A20. They give me a lot of guidance. Mick Van Raven says he's exhausted because he went to a concert last night. Mick, Mick, you could relax and take a nap on my show. Come on. No, I'm not. I don't expect you to. I don't expect you to perform.
Uh-oh.
Let me see if my
I think we're out of gas on this gas grill. That's
Hey, Vic, you don't have to perform or be funny and entertaining on the show. You could take a nap here, just like just like hang out, and
all right.
we could talk about Chicago food. Chicago landmarks for food. And then you could take another nap, and then you could bring up different shit. You could talk about your concert. You don't have to do any performances here. Come on.
Speaking of concerts, my brother and sister-in-law, they went and saw the Eagles.
Oh yeah,
the Eagles. Yeah, I couldn't tell you any of the band members from the Eagles. I don't even know if Don Henley or I know one of the guys died. Right, Glenn Fry, didn't he pass away?
Yep.
So it's kind of like when you say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to go see Leonard Skinner." Well, you might have the former road manager from Leonard Skinner present. There's no other band members there, right?
Yeah. Well, it's really a shame that BC. I know he had problems on Ron's show, and but
a tablet, man.
I don't think I don't think it's his I don't think it's his Android because his well actually wait a minute. It might be his Wi-Fi connection because sometimes BC's video is very pixely. And
we can speculate. We can speculate all day until the cows come home. What his problem
and then sometimes
we'll never know.
Yeah, but he has that big ass smoker grill. It's really a shame that he has this problem.
Right.
Well,
I got a problem that I have no gas in my gas grill, so I'm gonna have to do this bad boy in the convection oven. Oh boy, yay!
In other words,
it'll come out the exact same.
Wait a minute.
It'll take a little bit longer to switch.
You didn't know you were that low?
No.
So it's the fickle finger of fate that's trying to stick it up my ass on my live stream show. Thank you, fickle finger. Thank you, fickle finger of fate.
This method of
so much
cooking
barbecue
in foil packet can be done on a grill or in an oven. I think the grill. I'm back. The grill is a better option. I like to use because it can get hotter quicker. And it will cook a lot fast. It will cook like pretty much if I'm on that medium high like I was going to do.
Yeah,
it would have probably cooked in about 10 minutes or so. If you do it 450 in your convection oven or even in your regular oven, it's going to be more like 20 minutes.
Yeah, but there's something nice about going outside and opening it up.
There is. I was getting ready to do that. Good luck on that. Oh well. We'll have to try this experiment some other time on a barbecue.
BC he's paying whatever he's paying for his cable and internet, and he should not be having Wi-Fi issues right outside his door. He shouldn't be having that. So
he might just need to invest a couple of dollars into a tablet or into a laptop minimally if he wants to do all the YouTubing and stuff. It may be worth his while to spend a little bit of money on that.
All right, here's the solution. Now with my Android, I've had superb video and audio quality every time I went live on StreamYard. Okay, now I was indoors. BC, maybe if once your wings are finished, if you take them inside and make yourself comfortable and try hopping on inside, maybe your Wi-Fi signal will be much better because your what the fuck you call it, the router, the modem, or
the Is he actually on? Is BC actually on a Wi-Fi home connection, or is he using his cell phone provider's 4G or 5G connection?
Oh yeah, you can't. No, you got to do it through. You got to do it through Wi-Fi. Yeah.
I don't even know. I'm not trying to be a wise guy over here.
No,
Right?
no.
But I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, but-
If he doesn't have a computer, I don't even know if he's got a Wi-Fi connection either. Or I mean,
you-
yeah, I think he probably just uses the 5G. I don't know. What are you using if you're in the chat, BC?
You have Wi-Fi on your smartphone, BC, or are you just using the 5G provider?
He might
You know,
not have any need. He might not have any need to
Wow,
have a Wi-Fi internet connection. He doesn't even have a
He's
computer.
doing live stream. He's got a need. This is
Yes,
an
he does have a
need.
need.
He's got a YouTube channel. He's doing his own review show.
That's what I'm saying. Invest a little bit to get something out of it. Yeah.
Ah,
No matter how much you have. Yeah. Anyways,
well,
it is what it is.
well, he could be somewhere, and he could have his phone with him, and he might want to go Google something. I mean, there is a need for Wi-Fi on your smartphone. I mean,
All right. This goes
Anyway.
in. This packet will go into that convection oven at 450 for no less than 20 minutes. Again, the object here is to cook the shaved steak through to where it doesn't have any. It can't be medium rare. It's got to be closer to a well done, like you would get a cheesesteak. You don't really want the juices running on your cheesesteak. Not the same cooking method as if you had a T-bone, a ribeye, a sirloin. You do want this to be cooked through. So 20 minutes we go in.
oh, you have a convection oven. That's cool.
Yup.
That thing
works.
preheated
All
in
right.
no time.
Well, that's what the hot air fryers are pretty much. They're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
I mean, you talk about an efficient, fast way to cook, and it browns your food.
Hmm.
It doesn't destroy it like a microwave.
No.
Yeah, BC, bring it in the house, man. Bring it in the house. Bring it in the house. Oh, he's outside.
Oh, there we go.
BC.
What's up?
Hey, now
What's on?
this is what I'm used to seeing here. BC outside and having no trouble.
You look very clear too. It's not pixelated, right?
No, it's
Yeah. Well, good.
It's great.
And
but
to answer your question about RoboCop, it was RoboCop 2. I always enjoyed RoboCop 2.
That was a
With
good one, right?
Kane. Yeah.
Yes. Where they had the telethon
So that was
to
my
save
favorite
the city.
one. Yeah, and they had that one guy playing the violin like upside down. Yeah.
Like with his teeth
And they
or
had the
something,
mayor
you
of
know?
Detroit there. Yeah.
I'll buy that for $1.
And they had like a bunch of weird
Yes.
guys doing this telethon. It was just crazy, man.
We need a telethon to
And
yeah,
Peter
to save
Weller only did
BC.
RoboCop 1 and 2. And the third one, they ended up getting somebody else. So, I always liked Peter Weller. I mean, to me, he's one of them guys that you get kind of like James Earl Jones when he talks.
Yeah.
I have a tendency of listening to him. So, I mean, to me, he's up there with James Earl Jones.
Jesus. Deli style bulky roll. That's what we use. I know submarine roll would be perfect, but this is what I normally have on.
Well, you guys want to see what I was cooking? Like I said, I put it in a foil pack. Here it is in the foil pack.
hold on. Let me
You
sit.
can kind of see this now. Good.
There he is. So it's
You see it loud and clear. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I tried cooking them some yesterday, and they just got really dry. So I wanted to do a test run yesterday, and which I did. And like I said, they got really dry. So I'm got the idea from Eric because of what he was doing, and it was like yeah. And a lot of times when you do the foil pack thing, it holds in a lot of the moisture. So that's why it's in the foil pack.
You could even use olive oil, a little bit of that. You could baste it in whatever the sauce and the hot sauce or the barbecue sauce you're going to use is. Just, I mean, the foil is a great idea. It's gonna it's going to keep that moisture in. It's not going to evaporate, even at any high temperature.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it just
Yep.
locks it all in that foil pack. You know, I used to be in the Boy Scouts because my two younger brothers used to be in there.
Yeah.
And the one thing everybody loved was foil packs. And when I say foil packs, what they used to do is get like a couple of frozen patties. You know how you get like that bulk box set of
Yep.
hamburger patties. You throw like one or two of them in there, and then you throw in like onion, green peppers, or what have you, onions, whatever. Let it cook for about 30 minutes or so. And oh my goodness, it just came out terrific. So everybody loved the foil packs.
There you go. You put a horseradish sauce on your steak and cheese.
Oh, I love horseradish sauce.
This is it's your equivalency to what they have at Arby's, the horsey sauce, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, well, yeah, but that's like steakum. Now, I remember the old-fashioned Roy Rogers roast beef sandwiches. Now that they sliced that from like a top round.
Right.
Yeah, that was good. That was real roast beef. Arby's.
That's the only thing I will put on as a sauce or something on that steak and cheese.
I love mayonnaise. Horseradish mayonnaise sauce is great.
This is very similar.
Arby's.
Yeah, this is very similar to that. Yep.
I had a friend work at Arby's years ago, and it's always interesting these people that work in these companies, right? Because you pull up, everything looks nice, but who knows what's happening in the back, right? He told me that they actually do carve roast beef, but these big roasts just come in and they look like they're like purple color. I mean, they just look terrible. Right?
What?
They heat them up in these steamers, kind of like a big gyro or gyro or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, okay.
One of those kind of big roasts.
So it's compressed mystery meat.
It is like a compressed, yeah. Because if you look at it, I mean, the beef is literally so thin, you can even see like light through it.
It could be it could be byproducts that's patéed. Like you remember Jamie Oliver's videos about pink slime and McDonald's hamburgers being pink slime, which is
Yeah, no, but I remember it being on the news though. But yeah,
no, it's still on YouTube, but it's patéed mystery meat with a little bit of ammonia to disinfect it.
There's a reasoning that old lady in the Wendy's commercial asked, "Where's the beef?" Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's under the pickle.
Where's the beef? Hey, how come the clapper, old lady that did the clapper, she looked like she kept missing her hands. Clap on, clap off.
How did she go to bed?
What if you had a? Where's somebody?
Went to sleep as soon as the lights went out. Yeah.
What if somebody had a pacemaker that God forbid, stopped working?
Jerry and the pacemakers.
Yeah, with the clap.
Those pacemakers, they have a battery in them, right? Like there's something that has to be updated. Like you have to go in for maintenance, kind of like on a car. Like they have to like recharge you. You have to go sit in a chair, and then they just, like a little jump, right? And then all of a sudden you got another 3 years or something, right?
Update the firmware.
Well,
update the firmware.
Like the
Iron Man had an atomic powered pacemaker.
You become a literal android.
Ooh, that's true.
I'm feeling a little tired. Oh, I feel better now.
I'm on the Android 14 now on my pacemaker. Woo.
I'm sure they don't want you to do those electric shavers near a pacemaker either. It probably causes interference on it, right?
No,
it's great. I recharge it with USB right on my desktop. This has got to be the best one I ever had. The reviews on Amazon Prime, everybody gave them 5 stars. Says it blows away. Norelco, Remington, whatever, Panasonic, and it's from Taiwan. It's called Yo Sun, the company, and you can use it wet with shaving cream or dry. And it's foil. It's because the rotary head one, rotating heads tend to be irritating. But now I know why everybody gave it 5 stars. Yo Sun, Yosun, and It's got the trimmer, and it's really fantastic. You gotta love technology.
Oh, bye, BC. Get into the house fast, BC.
If worst comes to worst, BC, worst case scenario, go in the house and come back.
We finally got a look at your grill there. That was good. Yeah, man.
Now the guy that said he could be on. How come some people that are really, it's really important for them to watch a football game, you have to be like totally glued to the screen, like you can't
Oh, I have it
multitask.
on in the background with the mute button on. That's good enough.
I mean, they're like, are they like this? I mean, just like come on a
Oh,
show.
this is what people live for every week. It's like that's their life. Is
Come on the show.
NCAA on Saturday, NFL on Sunday.
Oh, I totally agree, right? You know, you sort of, hey, let's go watch the game at a bar. No, because I can't hear it, right? Well, the announcers are just kind of calling after the fact anyway, right? You know?
Mute it while you're on. All right.
Yeah, exactly. I presume, James, you're talking about Jay, Ron?
No, I'm talking about he's into college football, which
Well, that's a Southern thing is to be into the college sports really heavily.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about another friend of mine, a good friend of mine. He's the administrator on my progressive discussions. Well, he's co-administrator on progressive discussions Facebook page, and he told me he's watching the game. I says, well, you know, you don't have to razzle dazzle anybody on the show. Just hang out and watch the game. Bring your food, your snacks, because it's kind of a food show anyway. Bring your snacks. Plug in your phone in the living room. I always tell people they sell 6-foot USB cords. It's always good to have. You plug it in, and that's it. You prop your phone up. I got
cheese. You need cheese on your steak and cheese.
I got this, but my best tripod is a small clay pot. But this is you prop up your phone. You say you're at a restaurant, you prop it up.
And, you had a restaurant?
Yep. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I used to go to buffet every week. I put it on YouTube. You can do it this way. Like I watch South Park in bed before I go to sleep on the phone. I get all my cable stations on the phone.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 minutes. 10 minutes has elapsed on the
10 minutes to go.
Barbecue cheesesteak. If this was the barbecue, I would be checking this packet right now to see if it has any red. But it's again, I'm only at 450, so it's going to need a little more time. The medium high would have been much higher temperature, over 500 on the gas grill. But yeah, I will have to go and get that thing filled this week.
Yeah. Now BC, if you're gonna record anything like your beer reviews or whatever, or do the show like this, do it by way of internet with the Wi-Fi. Don't do it with your phone number. With your phone provider. Do it with
don't do it on 4G or 5G.
No.
Is there a way to tell if BC is watching you, James? Is he?
BC is watching me.
Yeah.
I get the feeling. BC, I don't know.
Yeah, watching me.
Watching me.
So how about daylight savings time? I presume.
Oh shit! I forgot to turn my clock.
Both states that you guys are in, or Commonwealth, have you guys all set your?
Well, I don't have any clocks in here to set. I get my time off of the phone.
Right.
Yeah.
Or off the internet, so they automatically do it. I got here 3:58, 3:59 as of right now Eastern time.
So where you're at almost 4 o'clock. Let's just round up, call it 4 o'clock. It's probably starting to get dark for you guys now.
It's the sun's starting to come down.
By 4, yeah, after 4 it starts.
I hate that crap. It gets darker early, and if you go into your workplace and you're driving home in the dark, it's Awful.
Yeah, it's not like Alaska, you know, where you have like what do you have like
12 hours.
or Norway, Sweden, in the northern part, you got like half of the year in darkness.
What is it? The Arctic Circle there, yeah?
Yeah, the other half in total daylight, and then you got the aurora borealis lights. No, it's not that bad.
Imagine it being 9 p.m. or like 10 p.m. and you're going to bed and it's still like super bright from the sun, though, on the other side of the
You
coin,
would
there,
have
right?
to wear a blindfold mask like the whole.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I know people. It's funny. Yeah, folks in Alaska, they would be in the summertime, right? You know, let's go golfing. Let's get a tea time. Let's play at midnight or something because it's still light enough to play golf, right? It's
well,
crazy.
Wow.
Alaska's heat wave in Alaska is probably like 70 degrees, right?
Oh yeah, I would say even high 60s would be people, you know, scrambling to turn air conditioners on and stuff, right?
Jeez.
I hear the state of Maine and where my friend is living now in the maritime provinces of Canada, that these summers are extremely mild.
Yeah.
Also, but I would be afraid to play golf in Alaska with all the Kodiak bears running around.
Oh, polar bears and stuff.
They got very large grizzlies up there,
And the Russians are spying on you right over the border.
and the Sasquatch,
That's true, yeah.
and the Sasquatches are big in Alaska.
Oh, big, very big.
Sasquatches?
Yeah, 9-10 feet tall. Like
What about the man bear pig?
oh, South Park, man bear pig.
The man bear pig.
You're being serial about this, right? Al Gore, you're being serial.
Yeah. I told you, man bear pig is real.
You know what I couldn't understand why the man bear pig was able to kill Satan when Satan Satan has more power than all the demons. They're all subordinate of him. On South Park, they had man bear pig defeated.
Man bear pig.
You know, it's funny when Eric Cartman has a gastrointestinal problem and he feels diarrhea coming, and then when it comes out of his ass, it like you see the big huge spray of the brown liquid coming out like across the room.
I just checked on the cheesesteak we're making here at 15 minutes in, and it still has a good amount of the pink. So we're gonna have to let that thing go for, I don't know, it could take another 10 minutes. I hope not.
Now, what do you do? What are you eating it on? You said you had some kind of a roll. What was the name of the roll?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a deli style bulky roll.
Bulky roll. Okay.
Oh, that's like a
The only kind of roll. That's the only kind of a roll, or like a bulky potato roll. Those are the only two kind of rolls I will make. I typically make a sandwich out of. I think it works way better than just slices of typical bread.
You know, Jason, my favorite roll are the Portuguese rolls.
They're very good.
Those are good too.
Very good.
They're very good.
And your classic American cheese.
But rolls are not keto friendly, right? As the channel will allow us.
No, but you know, within reason, you're not gonna,
Keto. What?
no, they're
That
not.
was a dude from the '80s. Wait a minute, keto.
But you're not gonna eat it all the time. You know, you have it once in a big
The
while.
funny thing is, right? I've tried Atkins in the past just to kind of maybe shed a few pounds or whatever, and you know you enter all your food and stuff like literally.
Yeah.
That one bun is like a year's worth of carbs for Atkins, right? Like you're in the red for like a year, you know?
Yeah, but those are people that are like
They're
they're dangerously obese.
Right.
You know, their health is in dire in trouble. What do you got?
Try another beer. Let's see. I don't know. I bought a 15-pack of some Breckenridge Brewery beers, which I think is Anheuser-Busch owned brewery now, which is why you can find 15 packs of cheap.
Out of Colorado, right?
Avalanche Ember Ale. A caramel malt body with a light hop character. I don't even know what the ABV is because they list it 5%. That is kind of weak beer. And it says October 21st, so 2021. It is already expired beer, but I'm sure it's not going to kill me. That's the thing I don't like about buying, 12-pack bottles variety packs, cans, varieties, because you can't tell unless they're going to put it, unless these breweries are going to put their dates on the actual packaging. You don't know how old this beer is. You don't know how fresh the beer is. So you're taking a chance and a gamble. I bought a 12-pack variety of, I think it was Blue Point Brewing Company beers. I think that's in Long Island, or it's in the state of New York, kind of near the city. And I bought a summer pack a couple years ago, and it was literally a year old to the day that I bought the damn thing.
Wow.
And I don't know what to blame that on. Can you blame the store for not selling it and keeping it on the shelf? Did they buy too much, or are they making too much and they can't sell their own beer? I have no clue what's to blame for that.
Yeah, I mean, you start to look at, let's just maybe elaborate on that point, right? You know, if you look in a grocery store, a considerable amount of the inventory that a grocery store has is perishable and has an expiration date. And you think that a grocery store has probably thousands of different line items of inventory that could perish. So to your point, right? I mean, obviously the meat department, you know, for health reasons, you got to rotate that. But beer, I mean, the distributor is probably to blame, because a lot of my brother-in-law works at a grocery store, and he tells me that especially the beer department, you know, like a distributor comes and brings beer in and takes beer out. Like the store doesn't really touch the beer anyway. So yeah, I'd say it's the distributor's fault.
All right.
Which is interesting.
I believe it's actually done at this point. So I'm going to take that out. Well, actually, I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to open up this foil packet, put the pieces of cheese in there, close the foil packet, put it back in the hot convection oven, and that'll melt this cheese. Yep. If I can.
Oh, there he is. Hold on. Hey, I want to welcome from Chicago, Illinois, the one and only Mick Von Raven that was at a concert last night.
What's up, Mick?
Hey, Mick.
Hey, Mick.
Hi. Hey, I'm dragging ass, but I made an appearance.
All right.
Just
Went
relax.
to a place. It was a sold out concert. They on the phone they said everyone wear a mask. When I got there, I had a mask on. Everyone gave me a dirty look. No one was wearing a mask. So that was kind of funny. I think they have to tell you on the phone to wear a mask. Oh man, I'm tired.
It sets a good precedent, right? It as James would say, it keeps the narrative alive. If all of a sudden, if everyone quit wearing masks, then those companies that make masks will go out of business. So we got to support those that, you know.
Yeah. USA made, right?
Oh, look at all the decorative masks they started making for women. You know, all the stylish ones. I think Nancy.
They got a matching pair of the panties and the underwear match the mask.
You know, a gas station around here had a sign that said "No Halloween masks." Like there was a sign, "No, must wear a mask to enter store," and then right below it, "No Halloween masks." Because I'm sure people were coming in dressed like as Ronald Reagan, and they're like, "That's not going to fly, right?"
Right.
They probably thought they were going to be robbed. They thought they were going to be held up.
Anyway,
so it was a sausage fest at the concert last night. Like 3 short, fat broads and their husbands were there, and a bunch of other dudes. And there was a lot of slam dancing. I was able to get out of the way. My slam dancing days ended like 30 years ago, so I'm all good. No more slam dancing. So James, did I miss?
Well, there's something about the is there something about the Midwest that
see what you got to do, James? It's kind of like Hollywood Squares or whatever. It's that section of the square that always bombs out. You got to like rotate us around.
Anyway, when somebody calls, they take you off the air. What the hell? I didn't answer the phone.
That looks excellent.
No, I didn't hear anybody call.
Well, on my phone, I mean. So, did I miss talk of pizza and everything? The caveat of me coming aboard to tell everyone that Detroit style pizza is the bastard son of Chicago deep dish.
Well, the man who likes Detroit style pizzas that much from Michigan, he's having a problem staying on the show. His Wi-Fi keeps on failing him.
Oh, I
Again,
thought you were
we
gonna
don't
say his
know if he's
wife.
using Wi-Fi
No,
or
not
if
his
he's
wife.
using cellular reception to be on the
No,
program.
oh, that pisses me off when somebody's girlfriend or
Wife. I
a wife
followed the directions. It said open copy link, open Safari, and
is.
here I am.
There he is. All right. Here's the man that has something to say about Detroit style pizza. This is Mick Von Raven from Chicago, Illinois.
Hello. How in
Oh,
the
you got
COVID
something to
are
say about
you?
what?
Pizza. About
One of
Detroit style.
everything. I could speak on everything because I'm a big mouth. What can I say? I'm a communicator.
You guys are still getting jumbled for me. I can't hear.
Oh, bummer.
Why?
You can't hear.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of noise.
Wow.
We can't help
That
you.
sucks.
Your provider really sucks. Your
Sell all shares in your company tomorrow, BC.
damn.
Seriously, BC.
Now you can't because
Hello.
Marvel and DC. What? See,
we're going over clear. Damn.
Yep. All right.
Where was he living?
Thomas,
Right,
that looks
this
amazing.
is a This is a messy ass sandwich over here.
Live in
Let me.
Booterville,
Oh my
or-
god! Oh my god! This is messy as fuck. Well, this is. I can't even show it to you properly. This is a. Good lord. This is not. Let me. God damn. I don't work for Hollywood. I don't have a great camera crew. It's just me, people.
Fire him then.
Back. Oh god. Well,
I'm
man, this is
joking.
very healthy food when it shows up. It's super healthy. It's gonna show up.
What the hell is
Yeah.
that?
Super healthy. That's your
Oh.
steak and your cheese. Oh yeah.
You got
That's
pepper?
the oil I cooked the food in, but me manhandling it caused that to go everywhere, so I'm gonna have to clean that up. I don't want to eat that. Steak and cheese with the peppers and the onions. There you go. Looks healthy.
Okay. You got melted cheese on the beef, roasted peppers, and onions. Like
So
just-
cheesy, a cheese steak.
Yup.
Nice.
he's got the roll. The
I had a Chicago style beef for dinner on Friday with some hot jardiniere and some mozzarella on it.
Sounds
And then
good.
I had some chili for lunch today from the same place. It was kind of a package deal. Part of my hacking and wheezing.
See if I can pick
Excuse me.
this up.
now you got some real besides the Italian hot roast beef
Yep.
landmark. You got some famous hot dog establishment in
Oh,
Chicago.
you got to have like the hot dog is like you put everything on it. It's almost like a hot dog with a salad on top, but with the pickle, with the tomato, with a little bit of lettuce. I like grilled onions on my stuff. And mustard. Don't try to put ketchup on a hot dog here. You might be shot dead. Just kidding. And
What about chili dogs?
yeah, you gotta have no bean chili. You gotta be
Yeah, of
careful
course.
though, because chili dogs can make you kind of like go to the moon with the pootin' and farting, even without the beans. But the deep dish, it's funny they keep putting stuff in the freezer calling it Uno Grill. That ain't Uno. I don't know what that shit is. That's called licensing. And the real Uno in Chicago is the best pizza in the world, and so much that Lou Malnati copied it the best he could. But they won't sell that recipe to anybody, so Uno's is not leaving town. Not real. I mean, yeah, it's not.
All right.
But the
Yeah.
fella with the Detroit pizza, he's off the air, eh?
Yeah, he keeps on getting booted off. Now Detroit pizza is the Chicago pizza with the topping to the edge. I mean that's
Well,
pretty-
yeah, you know what? This pan pizza actually has the tomatoes on top. A lot of them, so it's very similar. The top, the Detroit has just it doesn't have as thick of a side crust, because they put it in that pan, that oblong pan. But it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, no, he's watching. BC Beer Reviews is watching, so he can reply.
I mean, I like Jets Pizza, but it's not some out of this world on its own style pizza. It's like I said, it's the bastard cousin or son of Chicago style deep dish.
Yeah. Let's see if he. Well, it's like with
Takes. I'm gonna sign off.
it's like with Tex-Mex food.
All right, good chatting with you, all.
Yeah.
All right. Take care if you're leaving.
Be well. MVP signing out.
VP. All right.
Okay, all
So
right.
digging in.
Yeah, let's see
Digging
that,
into the
Thomas. It looks
cheesesteak.
excellent.
This cheesesteak came out absolutely delicious and amazing.
Wow.
Very good. And it's oozing out of every orifice of this sandwich. And it is
Hold on.
not.
Let me get a bird's eye.
You know, and it seemed like it was
Wow, look at this.
it was
It's
very
got devil
little
horns.
effort, right?
Oh yeah.
How about the
Nice.
bun? Did you toast that bun,
Nice.
or is it just?
I did not toast the bun.
So it's a round Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, that's the kind of buns that I have. So it came out really good. So you get a little bit of the garlicky flavor from some garlic olive oil I used to cook it with. I added some hot, I don't know what kind of, we didn't determine in my household what kind of peppers created those pepper seeds that we have. It might have been a Tabasco. It could have been a Tabasco pepper seed. And those were pretty good. The onions and the peppers are cooked very well. The Steve's Competition cow shake is perfect. It's got a nice salty and a good black peppery blend. It's really good. The only caveat is that it would be better with a sub style roll. Number one, and number two, I'm having it with the Breckenridge Avalanche Amber Ale, and it's got caramel maltiness. So the beer is not the best beer to pair with. It's a little bit on the sweet side comparatively to the cheesesteak. So I would say the cheesesteak is much better than the beer today. Yes.
Does it taste expired at all, or?
No, there's nothing wrong with that beer. It's very caramel malt, almost like molasses, sort of in the sweet level. It's got a toasty kind of nuttiness to it. And it has a very light, kind of a watery, but pretty dry and crisp, refreshing finish to it. But it's just a very light style amber ale with some caramel malt sweetness.
That sounds very good. But this time of year, especially, like you probably wouldn't have this on a 100-degree day, right?
You probably could. It's so light in that finish, but
Oh, it's
I would
light,
want
okay.
something a little bit more crisp and refreshing, like Michelob Lager. It's almost like a really sweeter, more nuttier kind of a Oktoberfest. That's really kind of what it reminds me of. If you like Oktoberfest, you could probably drink this very easily, and I would think you would be satisfied for the most part. Yeah, it's just a little thin and watery. Is my only major complaint with it. Yeah. Whoa.
Who is this person, James? This is getting the fire started. You've tossed a log on the fire here.
I don't know. I don't know who it is. It says obese beta male. The only person who talks like this is Sid, unless Sid, changed his name. But if these are aliases of a person that, let's say, that I blocked a long time ago, and I don't hold a grudge. I mean, if you want to come on the show with your real name, I'll unblock you. And
that's
exactly
what Jay says, right? I will give you 1 hour to sort of profess your claims, but don't hide behind a keyboard, right?
Well, don't hide behind a keyboard, and also respect the other people on the show.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas, that looks fantastic. My goodness.
Yeah, there's nothing like a thick sandwich, like those real high top pastrami sandwiches.
It's so easy. It's so easy, this method, even if you did it on a grill. You put everything together in a foil packet, close it. You don't even have to flip it. You don't have to do anything with it. Just got to make sure it cooks. The meat's cooked all the way through. Boom.
And back to your comment, you'd almost want it a little more on the well done side than the rare or medium rare side, right? So the consistency because it kind of needs to tear, right? If it's rare, it kind of just is like chewy versus tearing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I
Yeah.
never blocked Sid. I didn't block Sid. I didn't block Sid. I'm talking about if you
Who
guys
are you, obese beta male? Who are you?
no.
It's another log. It's a flare thrown on the fire now, right?
Nah, I'm
Back
not
to
part
those
of
high
that.
sandwiches. You ever been to Carnegie's Deli? You know those things are like those like
Yeah.
Dagwood style sandwiches, right? You know, you're like,
Katz's Deli is like the most famous.
yes, yes.
Oh yeah.
I've never been to Katz's Deli in Manhattan. Never. I always wanted to go. Now the some of the workers, the former workers, opened up a business next to my hometown, and they make the same type of sandwiches, and I'm willing to give it a shot. It's next town over from where I grew up. There's a very large Polish community there, and they have some great markets where they make smoked kielbasa fresh, and all that good stuff. And um, you can get really great freshly made cold cuts of different kinds.
You know what else is good to those? It's like a. I'm trying to think of the name of it now. It's like these little cream herring type pickled herrings with cream sauce. You ever had that?
Oh, I love pickled herring
Oh.
or creamed herring. I like both.
Yes, yes, that's where I was trying to think of. Yes.
I feel like a sea lion when I eat it.
You know, it's funny, right? Like Christmas time is a good time to have that kind of stuff, right? You know, you have people over and you have the pickled herring or the cream herring, and nobody touches it. You're like, you guys don't even know what you're missing. They're afraid of it, you know. Most people are.
Well,
Who
some
the
people
hell
are.
is obese beta male? Why do you keep typing in random nonsense, beta male?
Well, he's a male activist, alpha male type. Well, the problem is, if you get married today, you have to be absolutely sure, or you have to be almost positive it's going to work out, because if it doesn't, and she gets a lawyer, you are going to the cleaners.
All I'm gonna say,
Especially if
because
you
I
have
don't care. I don't care about male versus female. Not really. The point I'm making here is, guess what? There are women out there. You're gonna probably interact with them in your life. Get over it, people. Do what you got to do in your life and get it done. No matter what the gender is, no matter what the
there are
race.
women out there. That's we have no. I mean, it's every creature has two genders, unless you're like one of those species of snails that has hermaphrodites. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yikes. Yep.
They give birth. Every snail gives birth, no matter what. So they don't require two genders to get together.
Yeah, I mean, that's as far as I'm going with that.
Hermaphrodite.
We got to be inclusive. Come on here now.
That's the word. Well, we're inclusive, but we're also open to a free exchange of ideas and opinions. I'm not going to censor anybody,
So, James, who is Sid? You mentioned.
Oh, Sid is the male rights activist that comes on the show, but this person, obese beta male, is talking just like Sid. But why, if the person is a red pill male, then why is he beta? The beta is like a sycophant. A beta
Right,
male
right.
is like, yes,
Bait
dear,
and switch.
anything you say, dear. They'll say anything or do anything to get in her panties. That's a beta male. They spend all their money and all that shit.
Well,
So-
don't do it. You don't have to profess your displeasure for it. Just don't be that guy then. If you don't want to do that, don't do that.
Don't be that guy.
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
don't have to rag on the dude that finds it. If that person is completely content and happy in their own life doing that, who are you to judge that person for trying to live life like that?
Plus, there might be a little masochism relationship, or maybe it's like a parent and child relationship between the couple, where the man wants to be dominated. He wants, psychologically, unconsciously, he wants to be controlled. He wants a dominatrix, that you might be into that.
Mhm.
Yep. That's all I'm saying. Just let the other person live their own life. If it doesn't affect you, don't
Yeah.
let it bother you.
In other words, if people are an adult, or even if they're not an adult, they have to make their own decisions.
Why all of a sudden do obese people threaten you? What are you so threatened about with obese people? They're obese, beta male.
Yeah. Well,
They
I
can
don't.
come and eat all
That's
your
a
food
good
in your
question.
house, beta male.
I have another question for you, James. Do you set the comments, like if somebody types a comment in your video, does it automatically show up, or do you have to click on
You
it?
gotta click it, right?
You gotta click on it, and then you click it a second time, and it cowboy up, and it goes like that. It goes,
But I've seen people do live streams, and every comment just automatic. That way, they don't have to police the comments, right? They just automatically come
Oh,
up.
you're talking about you have I forget what it's called. I don't know if it's called OBS or some kind of streaming application where you can set it up in the background to do that. Yeah.
And that way, you could just be talking, and then every comment would come up and display for maybe a few seconds, and then the next one would show up in
yeah,
order. And then
but I don't want every comment to just appear for like a few seconds, like the way like Ronald Terrio does it, like bing, 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 bing.
right.
Like in other words, if
And
there's
sometimes I'll say, because I think it's actually it's interesting. I always find it interesting what people are eating for dinner, right? Now, call me crazy. I think it's interesting. I think it's great that Thomas just showed us what he ate. It sort of encourages us. It's a kind of, I don't know. I might try making that someday, right? It's interesting. And James, you have a lot of interesting food ideas, right? Like a healthy, organic.
Yeah.
And then you used to do those live streams from like a Japanese or Chinese food restaurant.
all you can eat sushi and sashimi.
Yeah. Now at that place, because obviously all you can eat can be dangerous to a sushi place because that stuff's not cheap. Is it made to order? All you can eat, right? Or is it like on one of those things where like the conveyor belt, the plate comes and you just take the plate off, right?
It's made to order.
Okay, so they're not really
Cool.
wasting anything.
No.
Yeah, because I hate those all-you-can-eat places, and everybody just loads up, and then the waitress comes by and says, "Are you done?" And there's like 30 pounds of food there. I'm like, there's people that would love to have that be. This is going to get thrown in the garbage. That's what kills me.
Yeah.
These all-you-can-eat people that abuse the system.
Well, considering the poverty in the world, I agree with you more than 100%. I mean, it's a sin. Like my grandmother used to say, it's a sin to waste food.
It is. I was raised, if you put it on your plate, you're going to eat it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, now they have a rule. Don't
I'll be back.
Don't take the
All right,
fish.
Thomas.
All right. Don't
What'd you say?
take the fish off the rice. In other words, if you want more sushi, you have to eat the whole
roll, right?
Whole roll or whatever. I like that place that I was going to. That was only 4 blocks from me, because they give you a lot of fish. Like if you get salmon roll or yellowtail roll or whatever, you get a big hunk of fish in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Some places are stingy. Actually, a lot of places are stingy.
They are.
Yeah.
Well, it's unfortunate. A lot of places are closed. I used to work back when we were commuting. I'm all working from home now, just due to everything. But I used to work in downtown Seattle, very close to the Pike Place Market, if you've heard of that. Kind of a famous like farmers type market and stuff. And we used to go and get this poke bowl. If you ever had a poke bowl, it's kind of the same deal, like sushi. There we go.
Back from the kitchen onto a
salmon and tuna. You ever had a poke bowl, James?
Yeah, I've had that. That stuff's
or Thomas. Stuff's great, right?
No.
And then the pandemic hit, and nobody went into Seattle anymore, and then the place closed. And it's just like this guy had been there for like 30 years, right? It's just Eat or get beat. Exactly.
That's kind
Exactly.
of hard.
Yeah. Well, he's
I mean,
right.
was
Yeah. Now, what does the poke bowl look like? Does it look like a poo-poo platter in the palm of your?
Looks like they put all of these ingredients of sushi into a bowl, similar to how you could eat a taco, but then, or like a burrito, but then you get a burrito bowl. That's like the sushi kind of equivalency to it.
Oh, okay.
yes, and you can add. It's sort of a very much like build your own, right? Oh, do you want cucumber, or do you want ginger, or do you want seaweed? You know, you sort of there's like a little, kind of what do you want on it, like a Chipotle type. To your point, Thomas,
Right.
is fantastic. Man, they closed down, and
You like
because he would get
yeah.
what?
You like the seaweed salad with the sesame flavor, sesame oil. They use wakame,
Mhm.
non-salty seaweed, and they
Yeah.
put sesame in it, and it's real tasty.
It's very good.
Now, what were you saying about the poke bowl?
Oh, I just back to Thomas's comment. It truly is like a burrito bowl concept without the burrito. It's like sushi without the roll. And yeah, there we go. He's typing at the bottom. Perfect. Yes.
Yeah,
Perfect.
comes from the internet. That
And the
is-
place you could add like an extra scoop of salmon or tuna, spicy, non-spicy, and it was totally customizable. Man, that place was excellent. Yeah.
Well, there used to be a all you can eat Japanese food in general, because it wasn't just sushi and just sashimi. It was really top of the line. It was called Makaido, and they mysteriously got closed down. I don't know why, but it was real fancy. You would walk in, and there would be a big koi pond as soon as you walked in. And then they had statues of shogun, samurai warriors with the armor and everything. And they had everything there. And they had the slabs of fresh sushi grade fish, where you would take whatever you want.
Oh, that sounds so good.
You would take the slabs of fish, and you would kind of concoct your own configuration on your plate. And I could get that at the all-you-can-eat place. I could order that if I wanted to. But the good thing is they have other things. They have the fried oysters. The beef teriyaki was very tender, very succulent. It was unbelievable. It was like a marinated, and it was medium rare too, marinated beef.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah. The udon soup was good. The shrimp tempura was good. Unagi's good, roasted eel. I like the unagi. What's going on here? We got somebody in private chat.
Let's see here, James. Maybe you can pull this website up on your screen. I can't private chat last time. Be right back. Here,
Yeah.
try this, James. I don't know if you can share that on the thing. I just wanted to show you what this place looked like.
Yeah, you could click. If you see the share.
I just tried it, and this is a work computer I'm on, so they must not allow me to do any kind of screen recording or any sharing of screens or anything.
Because a little square box with the plus in the
Let
middle.
me try that again.
Yeah, click the share, and then because you could bring it up.
Share screen, right? So there's that. Yeah, and it says Chrome has lost permission to capture your session. Follow these steps. Let me try that again. You know how this is. We're solving IT issues live.
Hey, look who it is.
Oh,
Anime.
Oh, that's pretty cool. See,
they can't drink beer properly though.
I kind of like that actually. Like the
Whoa.
that's pretty good.
Snap camera. Get yourself some snap camera. You can do all this crazy stuff.
Preferences, security, and privacy.
Got a Mo Howard haircut there. He's trying to do screen share.
It doesn't work. It doesn't allow me to click it.
Hey, Squidward.
Squidward.
Oh, here we go. Hang on.
Oh, this is cute. Look, you got the whole SpongeBob.
Okay, now it's unlocked.
What the? What is SpongeBob is too happy?
That's when SpongeBob went jellyfishing, right?
See, I might have to quit. Oh, I like that one. It kind of looks like that guy. The previous one kind of looked like the guy from Goldfinger that would like. No, not the other guy.
Gold member?
Whoa! What the?
I know, right?
Is that a paramecium?
Share screen. Share.
That
James, it's telling me I got to close the Chrome and start over. I'm not even going to bother with it. Anyway, maybe I could look it up on my phone, right? That might not be a bad idea.
Poor Squidward. He gets aggravated so much by Patrick and SpongeBob.
Yeah. Well, can you drink a beer with us?
Okay.
I'm going to put this in the
see if you can
comments.
see that. See that?
Yeah, hold on. I'll put that in the comments.
Oh God!
See it?
Am I really have fire in the background? Wow.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Very good.
So
Excellent.
this is kind of the deal, right? So, and then
Hold
the
on.
thing
Let me give you. Go ahead, Jason. I got you on.
yeah, this
full
is
screen.
it's not very technical, right? Because I can't share my screen until if I have to quit Chrome.
I
So
can
there's like
see
all the toppings, okay?
That's cool.
And then you here's the finished product, James. Let's see here. This is kind of what it looks like, right? You kind of have like
Yeah, man.
and then there's rice on the bottom. So you have ginger, you have the seaweed, there's like the salmon in the center, you have lima beans, cucumber, ginger, like the crab meat, and then you kind of all stir it together. And this thing right here, before the pandemic hit, was like $8 for this whole thing. And I thought and they're literally filleting the fish right behind you that they get from the fish market at the Pike Place Market in Seattle. So it's like the freshest. They get all their produce right from the market, so it's like the freshest of the fresh, right? And but now that I'm working from home, I just eat like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something. It's sort of pretty lame what I have for lunch these days, you know.
That looks really good, and
It's fantastic.
Sushi grade seafood.
Is there something wrong with the frame rate here, James?
Oh, that is nifty.
What's going on?
That's like if you had like
close, man.
Like 100 milligram cookie, right? Marijuana is big in the state of Washington, and then all of a sudden you're like tripping pretty hard, right?
Ah! Whoa!
Time keeps on slipping.
That's pretty funny.
Sure.
Slow. Ready to tap to record. What the?
I sent a link to Ronald Tirio to see if he's doing. So you emperor of dynasty.
I love that. That'd be great if Jay. You know, I sent Jay some beer and back to the expired beer stuff.
Yeah.
He can't get Rainier beer, which is kind of a Seattle. Well, it used to be a Seattle staple. Now it's owned by Pabst Brewing Company or whatever. And he's like, yeah, you know, people ask me, can they send me beer? I tell them, don't do it. You know, you're very humble about it. And I said, all right, I'll pick up a 12-pack of Rainier and I'll send it to you, right? So across the street from where I work, there's a Walgreens. I pick up a 12-pack. I go to the guy at my company, the shipping guy says, hey, can you send this over to this guy? He says, no problem. And like a week later, Jay does the review, and it turns out that the beer was, it's like 6 months expired. I'm like, God damn it, right? Like, of course, Jay goes out of his way to review this for me, and the freaking thing is expired, and it's like, yeah, it's garbage. I'm like, I'm so sorry. This is just, it's just terrible, you know.
Play a video game here? What? I don't know. Play a video game. I can play a video game live on your. What is this?
Hold on.
There's BC.
All right. I'm sorry. Do it again. Yeah.
Oh, that was like a little
do it again.
Nuclear symbol.
What is this? Play.
You have like one of those nuclear symbols on your face.
Yes. I don't know what am I playing? I have no clue. What the?
What is that?
I don't know.
It doesn't look too sophisticated.
You guys ever play
Oh,
that Oregon Trail? That was kind of fun
Yeah.
back in the day.
Oh,
No, the guy I used to do shows with, Gary Owens, played that. Was it Redneck the Redemption? What the hell was that?
Red Dead. Red Dead.
Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption. That was a great game. The amount of work and effort that went into
Hold
that.
on, look at this man.
See, this is
Look, he's a demented clown.
that is so cool, man. What app are you using to do this? This is really cool.
Oh,
See, James, if you did a live on Halloween show, I mean, you could have like a different mask every 5 seconds.
yeah, this is called. It's called Snap Camera. So you have to turn Snap Camera on before you get on the StreamYard, and then before you get into the stream, you have to select what camera you want to use, and you select
got it.
camera.
You can call yourself Demented Clown.
Demented, I'm Demented Dan. Oh no, I don't know. Demented Dan.
The games actually look pretty cool too. I think I see Pac-Man on there. You can almost have yourself playing Pac-Man.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Hey, BC.
What is that, Nixon?
Trot Nixon. No, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like if you dug Nixon up right now,
Yeah,
that's
I'll
what it
figure
looks
I'll try
like.
to get on here. Oh, look at Eric. Look at Eric. Oh, look at Eric.
Wow.
Check that boy.
Oh, hold it. We got to zoom in there. We got it. We got to get all the zoom.
Yeah.
BC zoom in.
Oh, there we go, BC.
Oh yeah, log in. Zoom in on that chicken. Let's soak in that.
Oh, you need another one? Okay, hold on. Let me rearrange these. Hold on.
Yeah, but you might get booted off.
Well, we're gonna try, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm starting to baste them now, so they're out of the foil bags. I'm starting to baste them, so they start getting that like nice coat, or is like what they call it, bark on the skin. So there we go.
Look at that! Yeah, basted wings.
Now, BC, we gotta. If you can hear me, we got to get some more info here. What wood are you using? What temperature?
Give us the details.
So yeah, I'm trying to get these wings done. So yeah, they seem to be turning out pretty well today.
How did you
compared
make
to
it?
yesterday?
Whoa!
This is great.
Zombie land.
Zombie land. Yeah.
What kind of wood you got now?
Yeah, I
So
guess
these-
Ron was watching us. I guess we're fun. Yeah,
We're fun guys. We're
we're
like
funny. He's having a good time watching us today.
We love mushrooms, being
Cheers, Ron.
from guys.
What if I can be a mushroom for you?
BC, I watched your video on the Christmas sweater ale or whatever it was called. That looked pretty good. Oh, and we lost BC.
Oh, there's the mushrooms. Oh, I'm taking the mushrooms. No, I'm not taking mushrooms.
Now, you see how it was important for him to zoom in on those chicken wings? Because now he's booted off.
Look, everybody, we're fun guys here. We all.
Hey, fun
guys,
guys. That's
the
pretty
mushroom.
cool, right?
You know, some people hate mushrooms like they hate Brussels sprouts, but I love mushrooms.
Can't hate mushrooms. Why am I a mushroom? No, I don't know.
I like, mushrooms are neither all plant or all animal. They're actually a combination of both. Animal and vegetation. Yeah. It's interesting.
I got a funny joke for you, James. What do you call an alligator in a vest?
No, wait a minute.
Best.
An investigator.
That's pretty good.
That's terrible. Somebody told us that at work, like one of these lighten the mood type things. I'm like, that is a good one. You know?
Is that what they call cheesy jokes?
Yeah, dad jokes, right? Like you could, or church jokes, like, oh, there's Arnold. You could tell these.
I'm California. James P. Madonna, you have a great channel here. I appreciate you.
Hey, we have Arnold. Arnold is our special guest from California.
And there's the real Arnold. No, that's not Arnold.
You know, Arnold puts Arnold pours schnapps or tequila in his protein drinks. I saw him. He said that on a video.
Keeps them strong and healthy. It keeps me strong and healthy, right? Yeah.
And I was gonna tell Jason something about.
I'd almost have to say that of all the ones, the clown that you did was good, but this Arnold one is like, it almost takes your glasses away too. You can almost kind of. Oh, now you're wearing a mask.
No, the Arnold one is really.
Let's go back.
Really?
Arnold.
Like the software must, because I'm wearing glasses. It almost like takes the glasses away. Yes, like isn't that? I mean, how cool is that, right?
Look at that. Look.
That is really.
Now another cheesy joke is, what kind of meat do priests eat on Friday? None. None.
How about this one for the liquor review guys, right? Hang on a sec. I got a little one here. Okay, what do you get when you have 4 priests? What do you get when you have 4 priests? A 5th.
Ooh. Well,
that might be enough for 4 priests, a 5th, right?
Get in the chopper now.
Yep. Let's see. What else can you be on this damn thing? You can be ramen noodles. You can be ramen noodles for some reason. I don't know.
Noodles.
There you go. What in the world? This is crazy. How about a cup of noodles? You can be a cup of noodles.
I hate that shit.
Okay, hang on. This is good because your eyes. The cup of noodles was. Yes.
Ugh, that's garbage. That they put wax on those noodles. I heard.
It'll just be macaroni and cheese and call it a day.
Actually, those cup of noodles, if you look at the salt content, it's literally like a full day's worth of salt in 1 cup. I mean, it's like, yeah, you don't want to, eat. You want to drink a lot of water after that.
It's not like the ones you get in the Asian market or Korean market. It's like,
what about these ones? What about the black shin noodles? Those are pretty good.
Those are pretty good. The pho, right?
Yeah, sure.
The hot. What's the one that's really super hot? The atomic noodle from the Korean.
I've had Korean fire noodles. Yeah, the samyang or whatever. I've had those. I did that on my channel. Oh, I didn't eat this on my channel, but I did the Korean fire noodles on the channel. I didn't do the 4 times or the twice spicy one. Those twice spicy hurt. Let me get rid of this for a second. Those twice spicy Korean fire noodles, they hurt. They're very tasty though. They're one of the most tasty noodles actually for the instant stuff. It has a lot of flavor. It's not just powdered chicken broth. It's got a good because it's like a paste. It's almost like a syrup kind of deal. It actually has texture that the noodles get coated onto. Yep.
How do they make those? I wonder.
I don't know how they make that. I don't know how they make that stuff and that it just will stay around that long in the packaging like that without any refrigeration. That's a modern miracle.
This is, man, like if you go live at, like if you do any Zoom meetings for work or whatever, this would be a trip.
During a Zoom meeting.
I identify as a cup of noodles, right?
You can't record on Zoom, right?
I think you could, yeah. Ooh.
I heard Twitch allows you to have multi guests for free by way of multi-streaming. I'm sorry, multi-streaming locations with
barbecue grill.
You know, like you could stream like Facebook and Twitter and YouTube simultaneously. That's what somebody told me.
Here you go, James. We got a barbecue going on. Some weird technology.
Yeah.
Grills.
Let me see if Gabriel Solias is around.
Oh, it's Barbie. Barbie's grilling on barbecue keto banter.
Gabriel Solias.
That guy's not gonna show up on the live thing. It was amazing that one time we got him on an off-air stream, and he was mixing two like 10% double IPAs together.
Yeah, he remember the gigantic, was it malt liquor that he was drinking in a huge stein? I mean, a
Yeah.
huge mug like this.
Yeah, that was the one.
JBL Solar, yeah.
He's gonna show up on. He's gonna show up today. That'll be good.
The sandwich on rye, yeah. No, I don't know.
Dude, how do you like fly yourself in and out? I mean, that's really.
Whoa! Let me back up some more. How far can I back up?
Actually, I got a question for James with the astronaut thing going on, which is really cool. Okay, right. When the rocket goes into space, are we polluting outer space? How does that work with the fuel that's being burned from the rocket? What atmosphere are we polluting?
That's a good question.
That's almost like over your head, make your head explode type question, right?
It gets diluted into the cosmos. The dilution is so efficient on a universal scale. It eventually gets burned up.
We just all have a good time, right?
You're like John Revolta now.
Revolta.
I like the glasses, like the big glasses on the small glasses. Oh, dude, this is okay, right? I think, Thomas, I've seen you on Jay's programs. You got to go live the next time he does.
Jay would
go Friday.
So quickly, won't he?
Go Friday, right?
Let's do this the whole time.
Yeah, Jay runs a tight ship. Oh, that's Chitty-Wok. That's the guy from South Park, owns the Chinese place.
Damn Mongolian.
Chitty-Wok. Now tell me, Mr. Chitty-Wok, are you pork, sweet and sour pork? Is sweet and sour sauce pretty much vinegar and sugar
Yes.
combined? It is.
Hot and sour soup.
Equal to sweet and sour pork.
But I gotta know.
Pork.
What are your thoughts on avocados?
I love it. Guacamole and avocados, love it. Sweet hot and sour soup had those black thingies are called black fungus mushroom. Black fungus.
Those are excellent.
They're excellent. It's supposed to be good for the lungs, according to my Chinese friends tell me. It's a medicinal fungi.
What's the guy's name that does the Gabby Patino shows with you?
What the fuck? Paul.
Yes, Paul Mantilla. Right?
Paul Mantilla. You know what? Well, let's see if he's around.
I was gonna say, because Paul said, hey, if you're sick, eat hot peppers, and like he has all sorts of interesting remedies for illnesses and ailments.
He just likes it. He just likes it. I mean, it's great for the circulation. That is the proven fact for cardiovascular. I mean, cardio patients. Cayenne pepper. What else? Hawthorn berry is outstanding.
I like the VCR there, the VHS, the 2-head VHS. Remember, I had a 4-head VCR. Then you had like extra good quality, right?
This is quality on the internet. Look at this beer.
I could totally see you go on Jay's program. That'd be great.
Do this on his program.
Yes, he's no,
don't do this one. No, not this
one. He's not that rigid, is he?
Yes, he is.
I know he's very time conscious. That's why I was calling him Clock King from the Batman series.
This one is mint. All right.
Stickler for time. Okay, let's move along.
Oh, I see what you're saying, because you got to give equal time to every reviewer, right?
No, the whole show has got to be 60 minutes.
All right, this is pretty good.
1 hour. That's it.
Oh, that's all they do is an hour?
Sometimes he goes over.
He's got a Don Buster in the morning. He's got to drink alcohol.
Yeah. Well, plus he's always mentioning those college football games.
Yeah.
What do you think of college athletes sort of able to take a salary or endorsements, and kind of dilutes the whole meaning of an amateur athlete, right? Like, but I suppose if you're if you participate in the Olympics right? These guys are doing Gatorade, Wheaties, you name it, commercials. So they're getting some compensation for that too.
Well, yeah, everybody. I understand. I don't agree that the players in the NCAA should be making money. I don't agree with that. However, therefore, nobody should be making money off of these players or off of the NCAA. Nobody should be able to bet on their games. Nobody should be able to buy merchandising.
Yep.
Merchandising one thing, right? But nobody should be able. They shouldn't be able to just play at the. Let me turn this thing off. They shouldn't be able to play and then not be able to make any money if people betting in Vegas can just make as much money they want off of.
That's true. Yeah.
Whatever. That's just the weird part. It's such a touchy subject because at one point you can say they shouldn't be able to make money because this is happening, but because that's happening, they want to make money. So what's the real answer to this? We should just ban. We should ban being able to bet on college sports. Then is what we should do if we want to make it a level playing field, I suppose.
That was one of the questions this past election day was whether or not to make college sport betting legalized.
Maybe they shouldn't make it legal to do it. Maybe not.
In the state of New Jersey?
Yeah.
They just allowed. So we have a lot of Native American tribal reservations up here that have casinos on them.
Yep.
And they just allowed this year, at some point this year, where you could bet on sports at these Native American tribal casinos. I'm sure, James, you have friends or have known people that they'll take a bet on something, like these sort of underground bookies. I love the little beer goggle.
It is a form of underground because, it's not U.S. government territory. It's private. It belongs to the tribal nation.
Correct.
So it's like offshore. It's like somebody having a casino on a huge aircraft carrier or barge in international waters. Something of that nature.
Is it hot in here, James? Wow. Whoa. Look at that. Damn. How's it going, you obese motherfucker? I don't know who you are. I don't know who obese and beta male is.
Kevin Samuels. Is he a men going their own way, red pill alpha male? Wow, look at Thomas. He's emitting solar heat from his body.
Yeah, it's hot in here. Just a little bit.
Yeah, well, we have some casino gambling, but I want to see riverboat gambling. I think riverboat casinos going up the Hudson River and the Delaware River for Philadelphia would be great.
Yeah, it is, and it's sort of an experience too, right?
Yeah, they got food there, they got entertainment, they got.
Actually, I meant to ask you, James. You live in New Jersey. Just to the south of us is the state of Oregon, and you can't pump your own gas in Oregon. I'm told you can't pump your own gas in New Jersey either.
No, it's not self-service. So that's Oregon weird. Is not self-service, right?
Why?
Yeah,
Washington is.
Yeah, an attendant has to pump your gas. Yeah. So New Jersey, you if you go and get gas somewhere at a gas station, the attendant has to pump it for you, right?
Well, you know what's strange about that? When I was in, we were riding through.
Oh, that one is really cool.
Let's say Massachusetts. We were riding through Maryland, Delaware, whatever. It's self-service, but the price of gas was higher in the self-service states we rode through than it was in New Jersey, where you don't have to pump your own gas, which doesn't make any sense. You would think the labor costs is Mario. You would think the labor cost is lower, so therefore the price of gas must be lower. But so it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the price of gas is the same roughly in the state of Oregon as it is here. I mean, it's all dictated by the amount of tax. Like Washington State has like 75 cents per gallon tax or something. It's ridiculous, right? and there's a road tax and all these other taxes that go into it. And what's interesting too is with electric cars, you don't pay any of that road tax, right? You don't pay any. So these people that are driving on the electric vehicles are essentially using the roads that are repaired for using gas taxes for free. So they want to do this pay by the mile tax instead.
Pay by the mile. That sucks.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Sucks. So where's the incentive to switch?
There is none.
It's like my friend
You're right. You're correct.
Iron Man Vinny Blake. He was going to put solar panels on his roof, and then the town he lives in says, "Well, we're going to raise your property taxes." He says, "You got to be kidding me! So you want me to comply with the green movement, and you're going to raise my property taxes for having solar panels?"
That's right, James. That's what I want you to do.
He says, "Fuck you! I'm not putting solar panels on my roof."
Oh,
Why
this
are you
is good.
laughing at us? Were you saying that? Well, why?
Joe Biden, how does it feel not to be able to inhale young females' scalps from behind?
Hey, did you hear Biden farted at the G20 or something, and somebody commented on it? It's kind of trending right now that Biden farted. It was pretty funny.
He farted. Did he try to contain the methane gas?
I didn't contain. Wait a minute. That's Barack Obama. I didn't contain. Oh, okay. I got to be. Oh, wait a minute.
Flatulence.
Oh no. Oh no, James.
Yes, that's even.
Hold
better.
on. We got to get a bird's eye.
Oh, James, I feel very. What are you doing?
You feel violated?
Get out of here. Go, Joe away.
See, isn't this great? I mean, you've probably displayed 50, maybe more of these little.
Hey,
I mean, this is great. It's like an
Joe,
unlimited.
is it true you like young children at the swimming pool to pet your hairy legs?
You like 33-year-old males. Apparently you do. Get out of here. What the?
I love it.
I'm going to tell you one thing, James. I do not like that President Biden. No.
Actually, James, another thing about. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Thomas.
I'm good, thank you. James, your turn.
The New Jersey had quite a lot happening this week, right? The incumbent Democrat governor almost got upseated.
Yes.
Right? In a much closer race than they thought, right?
Very.
And then Ed Durr, that truck driver, seemingly came out of nowhere and won that election. I mean, that's kind of crazy, right?
It is crazy. Well, the New Jersey folks are crazy. They're, I mean, look, they were bitching and moaning about Chris Christie for after the first term. Everybody was cursing him out. Then they reelected him.
Wasn't there some sort of a natural disaster that happened under his?
Yeah, tropical storm Sandy.
Yeah, and I remember during the presidential debate, Marco Rubio called him out for the handling of that event, or something to that effect. This is really cool. Like the mirrored that the previous one was interesting, like the two faces on the mirror kind of thing.
Try with rear camera. I don't have a rear camera.
Then you could have like a 3D of yourself, right? If you had like
something like, oh no.
It's pretty funny. What's he doing?
Cheers, Mr. Former President.
You ever see the Trumpy Bear commercial? That how ridiculous that is? You had some redneck sounding biker saying, "I don't leave home without my Trumpy Bear."
Dear Lord, dear.
Let me see Yankee Doodle Dandy Frauenfelder. Yeah, the one before that.
It looks like I'm odd. Am I like a balloon or something? Whoa. You see my hat? My hat? Where's my hat?
You were campaigning for a Republican in Massachusetts one time.
I felt like a deer in the headlights, James. 2010. Wow. 2010. The guy ended up being a total. Wait a minute. Here we go. This is appropriate. The guy ended up being a total whack job, though. Like he literally told this guy I campaigned with actually won his state election for a state representative job here in Massachusetts, and the guy literally got some nationalized news here saying that illegal, and he's a Republican, by the way, pretty big old Republican. He said that illegal immigrants should be fearful for reaching out to law enforcement if they get raped, for fear that they will get deported out of this country. No joke. That is literally what the man said, which is, I don't know. It seems like a borderline idiotic thing to say to somebody. If you get raped, you should automatically be able to tell law enforcement you got fucking raped. Come on.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, this is where the whole argument of, well, free speech, right? Sure, we all have free speech. Does that mean you could go into a movie theater and say and yell fire? Well, that's really not free. You know, so you're sort of back to your point, right? If you're gonna go as far as saying, look, this person did this to me, unless you have some extreme deranged personality or some disorder, why would you make that up, right? You know, they should at least hear the person out. Which is, that's kind of.
I mean, we do. It feels like a lot of the times. I'm not going to say George Floyd, but I just did, right? It feels like a lot of the time you're guilty until you're automatically guilty of whatever you're being charged with until you've been able to be proven innocent. It's supposed to be the other way around, but it's certainly not in this day and age where so many people are fired up. I love that the American flag is behind me for this one. These people are so fired up in, you know, in practical rage mode over social justice and racial equality and I don't like not approve of people's opinions on this for a lot of the time. It just feels like people are such in a rage mode that if you have any thought process that's even slightly, like even 0.0000001% of a different thought than that person, oh, you're the racist. Oh, you're the problem. You're allowing this thought process to continue. It's like, no, I wasn't in Minneapolis. I have nothing to do with the George Floyd case. I get it. You think I'm a white male, and therefore that means I have to use social media to renounce my other white males. Like, I have nothing to do with them. They can go F off for all I care. I don't represent that side, and I don't feel like just because I'm on social media and I do YouTube that means that I have to renounce X, Y, and Z. No,
I agree.
We treat like I know every fact of some case either, because neither you or I or James P. Madonna was in Minneapolis when that shit happened. So how can we say this is what went down 120%? I don't want to look like a buffoon.
And did you notice that the mayors of Baltimore during their riot, Minneapolis, and even Portland,
Kenosha in Wisconsin too,
they allowed certain neighborhoods in their cities to riot and loot and vandalize, as though the people in these neighborhoods were above the law, just like politicians feel they're above the law. Like, I'm still waiting for the Biden administration's IRS to go after Donald Trump for the back taxes. They haven't done it yet, but they sure arrested Martha Stewart for a lousy, what was it, 40 grand?
Listen, don't get me wrong about Gabby.
You're right.
Don't get me wrong about Gabby Petito, whatever was going on with that case, right?
Oh no, that can't
and her deranged boyfriend, right?
That can't be
like,
stopped.
how many people actually lose their lives in this country due to gang-related violence in places like Chicago? And then I was hearing on the news that pretty much parts of Atlanta are pretty much designated as war zones right now too. So it's like, why does that? I'm not trying to be negative towards Gabby Petito here. Don't get me wrong, internet. However, what I'm saying here is that why does that one life matter? Like, exclusively over anybody else that has, that's
because Brian Laundrie came from I don't know how wealthy the parents were, but there's a lot of drama in it that had material made for a movie, possibly, and I guarantee there will be a movie coming out.
You know what? I'm for truth, justice, and the American way.
Yeah. You know, the media is definitely no innocent bystander ever. Look at Captain America, Eric.
Oh, he's just going to keep walking towards you. All right. Yeah. Truth, justice, in the American way. What happened to the American way? It got flushed down the toilet, I think. Personally,
we're
people started worrying about what was politically correct or not, and what's going to butt hurt the next person sitting next to you.
We're living in chaos.
Yeah.
Not Maxwell Smart's chaos.
Actually, that's a good question. Do you think? I mean, obviously, if you rewind sort of pre-internet, so let's say maybe pre-1985 or so, or you know, something to that effect, right? Was life better before the internet? I guess, right?
Life better, suck it up, Buttercup era, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when I was in high school, we didn't have any. I think the remote control might have just gotten invented or hasn't been invented yet. We had rotary phones. We had no smartphones. We have no desktops, no laptops, no tablets, no internet.
Maybe no wireless communication even, right? No cell phone.
The first thing I ever had was a Texas Instruments calculator when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know, and the first so-called computer was like the Commodore and the Atari video games. What is it, Space Invaders and Asteroids?
Magnavox Odyssey.
Yeah, and all the stereo systems were huge pieces of furniture.
They blended in. That's what they call. Wait, let me get rid of this.
Yeah, blended in. Right.
They called the wood grain era.
Yeah, the wood grain era, and it's like life was really different. But you know, we didn't know any better. There was nothing to compare it to. I mean,
you think the problem a lot of the time is there's so many people that have their cell phones in their pockets, and there's so much more that gets recorded and reported about than in any other era in the history of mankind. Now we have the access to sharing all this information and seeing things as they happen, right?
Well,
that free exchange of information that we have between everybody.
Now, my childhood was more outdoor based, which meant we did outdoor things from the beginning of the day until sundown. And even after sundown, under the street lights, everything was outdoor oriented because, you know, it was that way. Except
you want to go home.
Except for Saturday,
when you had to be home, when the lights went.
Yeah, well, Saturday we watched all the good stuff. You know, when we got up. Saturday was a very happy time for us kids when we were in that era. Because there was so much to watch. But, you know, we didn't know any better. You know, we had very boring toys. But I did have a flexible flyer sled for the winter. It was like real wood and steel, you know, painted red. I had the flexible flyer. I had my wagon. I had my bicycle and so on and so forth. So it was a different life. It's a different lifestyle.
And I think, James, too, if you sort of bundle global warming into that discussion, and you say that being able to do everything instantly now, and I can send something today from my house and it would be in your doorstep tomorrow, James. That level of sophistication with the next business day delivery, same day food deliveries. I mean, it's funny. I just saw an ad for Uber Eats, and you had Elton John on there, who's one of these big climate change guys, right? And he's doing ads for Uber Eats. Well, is that really helping the climate, having all these Uber drivers delivering food to people? I mean, you start to, it all adds up, right? And at what point do you kind of have to say, all right, we're all going to have to make sacrifices. That means that FedEx will now only do 1 week delivery. Let's just say, as an example. Yeah. I mean, you start to have, you have to make sacrifices, right, Mr. Bean? That's
Bean. Now
Yeah.
Back in the day, we had to pay for a phone call just a few towns or several towns over from where you live. Now we can talk internationally for free on video call with clear quality all over the world for people that have it. Mr. Krabby.
Me money.
Yeah, me money, me cashy. Anyway, yeah, just think about it. You can talk for free to anyone in the world. Okay, not just audio, but video also. Whereas you had to pay for a damn phone call several towns over with the rotary phone. You know, I mean, it's incredible technology. But then again, when I was a kid, we had all kinds of wildlife in my grandmother's backyard. I had chickens. We had frogs, toads hopping around. We had the garter snakes. We had, the dragonflies. I mean, there was life. But now with pollution, that's the trade-off. You got high technology, but then the environment is endangered. Oh, wait a minute. Chicken.
I'm a chicken being roasted on a campfire.
Ow. This is great. Think about this. Look at this.
Woo.
Well, we didn't get it. We didn't see any barbecue tonight. So we didn't see any barbecue.
PC's beer review.
Or barbecue. Any barbecue, man.
Wait a minute. Oh my God, this is crazy. Can you drink a beer with this thing? No.
Yeah, sure. Now, if you were a skeleton and you drank craft beer, you just mop it up and it would never vanish. You would keep on drinking the same mug of beer. Yeah, Popeye's chicken, or is that KFC?
My cocoa.
Okay.
What?
Now it's time for a little mysticism. I got the quartz crystal pendulum. Pendulum. You feel like answering questions on my live stream show now? Yes. Hey, look at that. He's a rooster. All right, Pendulum. Do you think Eric Fraunfelter or Thomas Meadow 75 is an extremely talented young man? Yes. When it goes clockwise, it's yes.
Chicken.
Counterclockwise, it's no.
Is that really a quartz crystal?
Yeah. Yeah, hold on.
That is pretty cool, actually. You know, there was there is theories that the secret to time travel is through quartz crystals. I don't know if you're into that sort of thing, but
yeah, I have a whole collection of various crystal pyramids and obelisks, wands, and different sizes.
That is really cool. Oh, this is great. Look at the legs shake when he moves his head. This is great.
What the hell? Let's be a chicken nugget.
So you're getting high technology, mysticism,
and chicken nuggets.
Food. This is incredible.
We got the chicken on the line.
All right, very important. Pendulum, is Fart Doctor okay? Is he fine?
Yes, Fart Doctor.
He is. He's fine. Okay. Pendulum, is Fart Doctor on vacation?
Chicken.
Yes.
PC's beer reviews. Woo, I got your chicken wings.
That's a nice chicken wing. Actually, speaking of Fart Doctor, James, it's been a month. You know, we almost might need Paul Mantilla to come on and talk about the disappearance of the Fart Doctor.
You might have to investigate his whereabouts. Fart Doctor, I saw his YouTube channel. There's really nothing there. Just him, just his name. Now, what was I going to say? Do you think, Pendulum, that the third booster shot should pretty much sufficiently handle all of these mutation variants of COVID-19? Yes. Okay.
What does Gumby think about it? The pink Gumby.
No comment.
Um, being that the south of the border wall was started but never finished, and it looks all messy, all the patchwork, would they ever like just finish the job and complete the wall?
No.
Sorry.
Wounded, God bless you. What is going on my shirt?
A big yes. Oh, they might as well because it's.
Now, James, you're not altering the motion of that thing at all, right? That was a really significant.
I know. Well, ask a question, and you can watch my hand.
So let's ask a decent question, right? Will we get snow in the Seattle area this winter? That's like a question that won't harm anyone. It won't, like the border wall, right? That thing was just going out of control. That's maybe a pretty big yes there, right?
Yeah, you'll get. Yes.
It's yet to answer no, right?
It hasn't said no yet.
That thing's rigged. I'm hungry.
Is BC Beer Reviews, is the problem his internet connection?
No. His problem is the device.
No, quiet. Let the thing focus.
That's going in counterclockwise, right?
Yeah, it's saying no, it's not his connection.
Can you believe that? That's nuts.
Does BC Beer Reviews, is his phone archaic and outdated? Yes.
That's a significant yes.
In other words, in layman's terms, is it a piece of crap?
Yep. Major B.
Yes. Is it ready for a sledgehammer?
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
That's impressive. Where did you get that?
Amazon Prime. Like the rest of my different crystals. I got all sizes, man.
James, is that a like a bed sheet that you use as your backdrop, or is that a actual like red screen?
No, it's material. It's not a bed sheet. It's like a linen. It's like a thick linen. Table.
Do you do these shows seated or standing? Or
no, I'm sitting down.
You're sitting down. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a midget or anything like that. No, I'm I don't want to stand up because I'm not really wearing anything below my shirt.
Whoa.
Well, not that bad. I mean, what's that? Fish eggs? Are those like those salmon eggs? Salmon egg sushi? Sashimis.
Come on.
That I like so much.
I don't know what this is.
Fish roe.
It's a beehive. I don't know. You better beehive there, James.
Beehive. Well, if I was on Ronald's show, I would have to beehive.
Oh, beehive.
I would get demerits.
The merits or demerits? Who knows? What happens if I hold up a beer?
Now, were the Red Sox cheated out of the American League playoffs?
You're damn right they were. Luckily, they didn't win the World Series. The Astros.
Yes. I was very sad because I was really looking forward to them being in the World. Oh, by the way, is the World Series over yet or no?
Oh yeah, it's been over for like a week and a half.
Who won?
The Atlanta Braves.
Oh, good. Just to spite Texas.
Yeah.
Well, what was funny too, James, is if you remember, the All-Star game was scheduled to be held in Atlanta, Georgia, and because they passed that voting law in Georgia, they moved the All-Star game to Colorado, and wouldn't you know it, the World Series goes all the way back to Georgia, sort of just to spite all the. I mean, it's like, you kind of dig in the screwdriver into the,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
it, that was like a focal point during the presidential election too.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was Atlanta and one other state.
Wasn't Pennsylvania or Virginia, was it?
No, well, Pennsylvania had a lot of
Yeah.
delegates. I mean, electoral college,
Yeah.
which is another, could be. I don't know. I think they should just have the popular vote. Like when a horse wins the Triple Crown and it wins by a nose, that just means it got ahead, right? If you win the World Series by one point, one score,
I like that background.
it's the same thing should be with elections. Popular vote. No gerrymandering. No.
Who's gerrymandering anyway? Who is gerrymandering?
Jerry Mander is a cousin of Jerry Seinfeld.
Well, cheers, Jerry, Mr. Mandering.
Oh, I don't know. That's
Mr.
like
Mandering.
that's when you're allowed to sabotage your political opponent.
I don't know about you, but that stuff sounds awful fishy to me. No joke, no plus. Oh.
Would you consider? Oh, wait a minute. Ronald Terrio's here.
Ronald Terrio. All right.
He
all right.
supports the Erection College. I mean, the
How do you get into that college there, James?
Yeah, I don't know. Electoral college. That's like isn't that like just another way the fat cats can unfairly squeeze out their opponents, so to speak? Like not as bad as gerrymandering. I realize that. Jason, we have Jason Cleveland and Eric. We had Christopher BC Beer Reviews, but his phone is a piece of
Has it been confirmed?
shit.
I know we're all speculating here, but has it been confirmed that he has? I think back to you, sort of what's the rule of troubleshooting, right? Is the monitor plugged in? Okay, if it's not plugged in, we're almost going all the way back to elementary troubleshooting here. Is BC's phone operating on the latest OS that's available? And if he is, then is he hardware limited now? Back to your comment about an old phone, right?
Hardware. Yeah, we don't know.
Maybe he's not updating his OS on his phone.
Right, or his device is too old to run the latest OS or something. Because you know how these companies, that's the way they get you to buy a new phone. Well, we're just not going to support your device anymore, right? Well, yeah, okay, that's great. I won't even then you're forced into buying a new one, right? It's so stupid.
Yeah, it could be it. It could be that he cannot upgrade his archaic phone because of his phone, because of the hardware of what he has, or the OS that he has on his his old phone. And because of him not being able to upgrade, therein lies the problem. What he should do before he buys a new phone is he should go to settings and click on update.
Update, yes.
Update and see if it updates. If a warning comes in, Ronald Terrio explains the reason behind the Electoral College. Okay. Yeah, Eric is a satanic.
Get a new phone, BC.
I would like to hear Jay's thoughts and feelings. Oh, that's a perfect one. We did talk about this earlier.
Just monkeying around, people.
Daylight savings time Is it
Oh, I hate it.
antiquated? Is it antiquated? Does it belong in the 21st century? Why are we still doing that? You know,
Is it true that Arizona and possibly one other, and Hawaii does not acknowledge daylight savings time? Pendulum.
we had a baboon there.
I'm a pain in my own ass.
Yeah, monkeys are very problematic creatures. They're
Wait, that baboon was very good.
Where's the baboon? Oh, it's snowing. No, I don't want snow. Thank you.
yes, they don't practice. They don't recognize it. They're smart. Did they start it so the kids don't have to go to school in the dark, which I can care less because it's not my problem.
Actually, Thomas, when you have the baboon and you talk, does the mouth on the monkey move?
Oh,
Yes.
oh, it's my own mouth. My own mouth is moving.
How about when you blink? Do the eyes blink or are they just sort of fixed?
They're fixed.
I agree with Jay. They actually had a thing on CBS this morning or something. Daylight savings time actually costs Americans $9 million a year. They said in extra energy to heat their homes. They're not. It's true. We don't need lights that early in the morning, right? Think about it. Yeah, sure. It's 6 a.m. and it's light out now. But I mean, it's just yeah. It is pretend time. I agree. The state of Washington actually voted in 2019 to stop recognizing daylight savings time, but it has to get passed in Congress. And, those guys are busy doing other things, I'm sure, at the moment. It's 2 years past, and yet we're still sitting here without it.
They're too busy.
And obese beta male.
They're too busy having coffee, pastries, and food on the taxpayers tab over there.
Yeah.
In the Capitol building. I mean, what is wrong with just getting shit done? I mean, why? I mean, they procrastinate about everything in Washington. Here he is. You're like a Don Johnson there, like a Miami Vice.
That is pretty
I
cool.
got the mustache to go with the sunglasses.
Now back to what obese beta male is saying. Are you going to allow him in the?
Well, he has to.
Does he have to abide by a code of conduct?
He has to. Well, if he doesn't, if he's not respectful, and if he talks gibberish, or he's a problematic person, I'll boot him out. But hold on. Look at this really cool cockroach. Are you a tropical cockroach?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, you have sunglasses on. Oh, so you must be from the tropics.
No problem.
So who's Bart Robinson?
Bart Robinson is from, I think he's from South Jersey in the suburb of Philadelphia.
Anything good? Yes. There we go.
You got a cold. We're not going to catch you cold if you're on webcam.
I don't think you want to tell us your real identity there, obese beta male.
He doesn't want to.
There's got to be a reasoning behind that.
See, I have been watching James for months, and I said, let me join. And James says, here's the link. And I said, all right, this is great. I'm not beer and liquor. I mean, I can't give you the malts and the notes and all the other stuff. So I just watch those. I might participate and just drink with you guys.
Well,
but
I'm an amateur. I'm still an amateur. I'm not a beer snob. I'm not a fanatic. I like to be well-rounded. I like to discuss all interesting subjects.
Sure.
And some people are fanatics.
How about that sort of I will actually call it like an elixir that you reviewed on Friday, that had the bark and the twigs and berries and stuff. What was that called?
Oh, that's Mama Juana from the Dominican Republic. I still have
Mama Juana. Yeah,
I have it in the freezer.
What does that smell like? I don't know if I can remember what you said it smells like.
It smells like
teen.
Combination of dark rum with botanicals, very woodsy. Twigs and barks is a good explanation. It has the formula it's an ancient formula that it consists of a very wide array of botanicals, and it's medicinal in purpose. Yeah. Oh yeah. Bart's down in South Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So is it? You said it's in the freezer, and I know that in watching Fandango Friday, nearly everyone suggests to drink a liqueur as absolute stone cold as you can get it, right? Dead cold.
Yeah.
But is this one the same? Some of these things.
Well, you could bring a flavored. You can bring a flavored liquor, like for instance, Southern Comfort can be considered a flavored liquor, and it has a bit of sweetness to it. You know, it's not written in stone that it has to only be syrupy, sweet liqueur. I mean, there's only so many liqueurs out there, to be honest with you.
Well, but doesn't Jay have a party bucket? There was how many flavors in that? Like 20 or something? 30?
Yeah, but they put duplicates in there.
Oh, there are duplicates. Okay.
Yeah, so he's trying to get rid of. He's trying to exhaust the whatever 99 brand.
Yeah.
That he
I think
had.
I heard him say that, and I don't know if he's still in the chat, but I think I heard him say that the cost of the bucket is still the same as it was a year ago. I believe it was $7.99 for the bucket, which leads me to believe that, as we've known all along, inflation hasn't gotten to Jay's area yet.
Let me see that again. Look at that. He's a
That
piece
is
of.
a pizza
What are
man.
those worms? What are those? What are those things?
Isn't this the coolest thing in the world? This James, you got to get connected to this camera thing.
He's an Italian politician. Pizza face. Pizza.
My name is Al Dente. Al Dente.
Well,
Well,
no, I'm not mad at you. Obese. No, I'm not mad at you. No.
Ooh,
We're just trying to. The guys are trying to analyze.
Who are you, obese beta male? Give us your actual name. You've been here before. We probably know. At least James probably knows who the heck you are. But who are you really? Let us know. Okay. I got pizza on my mind, but oh, I'm the dog. Oh boy.
You know, dogs have an ability to get things from the center of a table. I guess they keep reaching and they go like this with their paw. They're sneaky bastards.
Very.
So anyway,
Roman style pizza. All right.
Yeah, there we go. $7.99. Okay, I was right. So inflation hasn't hit your area yet, Jay, because they should have raised the price to $9.99 now, right?
well, I get my pizza. There's an app called Slice. I get this pizza from a place called Pizza Club, and it's like I can artisan pizza is the best way I can describe it. Like they use real high quality pizza dough and fresh mozzarella, so on and so forth. Fresh toppings. I can never downgrade to any frozen pizza or any run-of-the-mill pizzeria product.
Well, then just tell us who the F you are. Nobody.
No, we don't know. I honestly don't know you. Like you sound like Sid. You talk like Sid. But
I
then,
got to run to the restroom, James.
but you and Sid talk like Red Rooster, and he's the
right
guy
back.
I blocked a long time ago. Oh, all right. Cleveland has to
Cleveland.
check on something. Jason Cleveland.
Oh, cheese sauce. I'll be good on pizza.
I
We
say
don't know God damn it. We
I
don't know who you are. You're beta male. Why are you so persistent here?
I save valuable time by shaving on a live stream show. So now I don't have to shave when the show is not live streamed. Efficiency. Yeah.
Hey, James, you want some pizza?
Everything else. Yeah, liqueur. Well, liqueur seems to be the most common airline bottle product. Yeah, if
Why do you
absolutely.
think that is?
but there is hard liquor available in airline
You
bottles.
can get 50 milliliters of different kind of whiskeys too, and vodkas.
Feminism, I think men are being discouraged from getting married because of feminism. Yes,
I
that
don't
is
think
very true.
I don't think what one male does should affect you, Mr. Obese Male.
Yeah, Biden does have a bit of dementia. I think it's my opinion. Now Jason said something not Jason. BC said something very important. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Girls are playing you. They know how to play men, and they do it because they can and because they get away with it. But it takes two to dance the salsa. If you allow somebody to take advantage of you, then they will take advantage of you.
No.
It's that simple. You can't put the blame on someone who makes you a sucker if you are the suckee, if you are the willing participant. It's a long story. It's a long story, but he spoke in a very similar fashion to.
Well, I mean, you make it sound like he makes it sound like Mr. Obese beta male there, like he already understands and knows who this Red Rooster character is. I think he knows. I can't get rid of this. I think this beta male dude over here, I think he knows more than he's
Well, because the Sid, the guy that had he had a real bizarre name, Sid. It sounded like a Klingon name, and he came on all my shows, and he spoke exactly like all the other aliases that used to come on my shows in the past, trolling me, and some of those aliases they slipped up. And they revealed that it was really Red Rooster with all the aliases. So Sid spoke like them. But now, all of a sudden, this gentleman who talks exactly like Sid, in the same mannerisms, in the same way. Hey, Kenny from South Park. Now, he's speaking in the same way, which makes me think it might be an alias. And they all might be aliases of Red Rooster. Now, if they are aliases of Red Rooster,
yeah,
all he has to do is just say, "Okay, it's me. You got me blocked. Reinstate me, and I'll come on the show with my webcam." And believe me, I'm willing to bury the hatchet. That's all. Simple as that. That was horrible when they were playing. They were obsessed with playing video games, and they couldn't stop.
Or the guy with the Cheeto dust all over him, or the whatever it was, Cheeto fingers.
Child support laws and legalized abortion encourage bad female behavior. Well, if a fertilized human egg, meaning conception, is no more a human baby than an acorn is an oak tree. It's a potential life. And I mean, what's next? Masturbation is murdering sperm. I mean, come on. Child support laws. I don't think.
I don't agree with that.
I don't think victims of incest and rape should have to carry a pregnancy from conception all the way to birth. That is very unfair, and I don't think birth. What do you call it? Birth defect and severely deformed children should be carried to term, because then you have to pretty much wipe their ass for the rest of their life. And that is very true. Like, let's say, like a certain certain birth defect. You just take your pick. But you know, for a lot of religious fanatics believe that conception, which is just a fertilized egg, is a baby, and you know, you can't you can't involve religion with making
Right.
laws.
And is that right, Mr.
Laws, you know, our founding fathers wanted to keep church and state separate because no one has been able to prove that their God exists. Think about that. So it is all based on faith, which is hope, religion. No one is able to prove their religion, so
No.
religion should not affect the making of laws.
I agree with that.
All right, and you know, this whole deal with making women who conceive, who have a fertilized egg, to carry it by law right to the end, like those lunatics in Texas. It's just insanity.
Who's that face, Thomas?
Not a clue.
Yeah, this one. Who's that?
Not a clue. That's a great
Child
question.
support, alimony is a scam. You know, I mean, I thought men and women are supposed to be equal. Let them go to work. They make their own money. Come on, women are not impoverished that have careers. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Where is Mario? He knows Mario. It's red. It's red. It's red.
See, you let on more than you know.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. What's wrong with this? You used to give me the option of doing something, and it's not here.
So should we, James? Should we indulge the obese beta male?
No, I booted him. I booted him. No, he gave himself away. It's an alias of Red Rooster.
Who's Red Rooster?
Oh, it's
I see he's blocked now. Yeah.
It's an arch nemesis. It's our arch nemesis. He is the king of all trolls. He is the king of all trolls.
I was never around. I was never. I started to come. Let me get rid of this.
Oh, you've deleted all of his messages. I can't see what he wrote.
He gave himself away, Jason.
I started doing all the streaming in 2012. That's how long ago I started doing this crap.
Yeah.
And with the beer reviewing and whatnot. And I started hearing a couple of people, including Jay, Ontario, talking about Red Rooster, talking about some faction of people that were honest craft beer reviewers. Yeah, you can come with us, you can review with us, but and think what you want, as long as what you're thinking is what we want you to think. And that's what I remember hearing about. I'm like, I've never encountered this person. I've never dealt with anybody on the internet that's like that. I'm going to continue that trend.
He trolled a lot of people.
What was the benefit to him
on their social media? That's a good question. On
their what is your benefit? You were such a small-time person. You obviously never let himself amount to anything.
On their social media accounts, he took their personal, private photos and photoshopped them in a derogatory manner. He did a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's a long history. He's a mega troll.
So James, the guy you're talking about now is the same guy that did those things you're speaking of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
wow.
And he's an administrator on a Facebook group called Honest Craft Beer Reviews, created by John Starodumsky, and they both know each other from Rhode Island. But he has a government job, believe it or not, and he lives in a DC suburb in Virginia, and he still has the government job. I think it's Homeland Security, and believe it or not, I don't think his supervisors know that he's trolling people for years. And I knew it was him all along because of the mannerisms and how he communicated. Ron Alterio knows him very well. Oh, Ron, I wasn't talking about children already born or children that are late term. I was talking about either a fertilized egg or an embryo that breathes like a fish. I'm talking about very, very early stage
Yeah.
Homo sapien or humanoid. I'm not talking about what they did in Nazi Germany.
When do you think the first, and I don't even know if this is a question that can be answered, but when was the first abortion completed, like medically proven effective? Like would that have been in the 1800s?
That I don't know the history of abortions. I'm sure there were high risk abortions back then. They were very crude. I mean,
yeah, because you sort of go back to like maybe even the teens and 20s, and like with the literally to the spread the legs, the calipers, the extraction, and a very crude or
apparently if you ask the internet that question, then you believe Wikipedia, right? The first ever, this is a weird thing to talk about with beer and barbecue, but we're going to talk about it anyways. The first recorded evidence of induced abortion is from the Egyptian Ebers papyrus in 1550 BCE. Many of the methods employed in early cultures were non-surgical. Damn.
So they had herbal tonics to induce the miscarriage back in
or even like old school paddle, right? Have the woman lay down and like a paddle the area several times. I mean that's as crude and terrible. Yeah, you're right. This is kind of a
in the
terrible thing to talk about.
In the 19th century. Well, it's an open topic show. In the 19th century, their physicians had an apparatus, a device for bringing women to orgasm because they felt that all this pent up stress that they had, energy, was causing hysteria in the female patient. So there's a lot of fascinating. Crude. What about leeches in the Middle Ages? They would put leeches all over a sick person's body to help detoxify them. So.
That practice is still somewhat widely adopted, nearly widely adopted. Of if you have a finger amputated or reconnected, they'll have the leeches do some kind of a. And I'm not a doctor, but maybe work with me here a little bit if you know what I'm talking about. If you have a finger that's been severed and to reattach it, they might have leeches come in and take all the blood that was in that finger out.
Yeah.
So that they can reattach it correctly or something, right?
I believe you. Robin Leach was the first.
How much champagne did he drink back in the day, right?
Yeah. Is he still alive or no?
Apparently, in Germany, abortion is illegal and is punishable by up to 3 years in prison, or up to 5 years for reckless abortions or those against the pregnant woman's will. Damn.
Are illegal abortions just like prohibition all part of the fanatical cultist religious zealot mindset, Pendulum? Yes. Is this based on a man-made religion that has not been proven? Yes. Are these? Is this just another part of fascism where they force laws on the population without proving anything? Yes. Yes. Big yes. So zealots come in all man-made denominations, right? Man-made religious denominations. Now,
that thing is really spinning.
Organized religion. Jesse Ventura says it's weak-minded people. Do you agree? Yes. Organized religion is made up of the laws of man. Yeah. Is it similar to, like, let's say the Mormon Church, who believe? Oh my God! Is it? Hold on for a second. No, don't take this personal. Let me just finish the question. It's only business. It's only business. Um, what was I going to say? Does this include the Mormons, where they believe that a man, I think his name was John Smith in New York State, was visited by the angel Moroni and started a church based on what a man said word of mouth? So that is okay. So that is a sample of man-made religious zealotry.
That is spinning very rapidly.
Yes, Boney Maroney. So it's really the redneck evangelicals, are they a big part of this unproven insanity? Okay. Do these people have more skeletons? Do these people have more skeletons in their closet than the ones they point the finger at all the time? Yeah. Do these people think they have a bat phone to God? Yes, they think they have a bat phone to God. Okay, well, the human race is really very exploitive and vile. Hold on. Let me catch up on some comments here. People. Boola boola.
All right. How about this one? Mask wearing. The science behind mask wearing can be debatable, I suppose. Do you feel that wearing a mask helps prevent or stop the spread of COVID viruses?
Okay. Oh, I go to mass too when they were having mass. I go to mass. That doesn't mean that doesn't question your Christianity or your faith, because
No.
you grew up with a certain church, and it happens to be organized religion. That doesn't make you weak, but man-made laws are not Bible scripture. Okay, you had a question about mask wearing.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's look into the crystal ball. And is the wearing of masks, does it help stop the spread or reduce the spread of COVID virus? That's a very small.
Maybe it's like a carburetor in an old car. It's got to warm up.
Got to put the choke on it.
Or maybe it's one of those deals where it all depends on how the mask is worn, if you're in a crowd, social distancing is not favorable. Well, it's not 100%. I know that's for sure.
Right.
If we're just going to read the other side of the coin there, yes, get vaccinated, people. The other side of the coin there is you can't pretend like it's just going to up and walk away and just leave the world here, right? So how do you unfortunately deal with something that may just be around for a while? How do you do that effectively? Where you can't just be shutting things down 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's not physically possible to do that anymore. Like, what's the next course of action there on that? If this thing is going to be the flu and it's going to be a seasonal type of a thing, and that's just the way the world is, how do we combat that without having to Is there a way to combat the coronavirus without intervention and closing things down left and right? Start it up, James. Get it going some more.
Says no.
That's counterclockwise.
It's going counter. Yeah. Well, I think if you have social distancing in a restaurant or a retail store, I don't think there's a need to close down the establishment. Is what I'm saying. I think they
I agree with that.
have to have the hand sanitizer dispensers. They have to require a mask in the store. You can't, of course, you can't eat and drink with a mask. So, if you get a table, you got a table. The bar is a problem. Yeah, I mean, you can have the tables at least 10 feet apart. You're going to have booths. Have every other booth open. The thing is, people that are so, I don't understand why people don't realize that when it comes to religion, what counts is the word of God that's in the Bible, not the laws, not the law. Women sure like to talk. See, I live alone now. When I was married, I had to tell everybody, do not disturb me at all. I used to lock the door and everything.
Jeez.
Yeah, but anyway, there's the word of God. There's the scripture.
Yep.
There's the scripture, and then there is man-made law. So you can't really blend the two. But there are people who do that out of fanaticism. Like, a fertilized egg is not a baby. I'm sorry. People get mad, they get mad. So, but as far as the mask going, you don't have to close businesses down. You just have to practice some life-changing rules in the establishment. That's all. Let me check. I got a message from Salvatore Mercurio that was supposed to be on the show. Salvatore says, busy today. That's a very vague general statement.
You almost have that saved in your phone, and somebody sends you a text, and you just have that pasted. Busy today, right? It's a very
yeah.
It works
busy
always.
That's like somebody blowing you off. I don't feel like being on the show. That's what that really means.
How about Mr. Mantilla?
Let me see if Paul must be really busy because he hasn't even seen the StreamYard link. Gabriel Salaya, he hasn't seen it yet. No, he hasn't seen it yet. We'll see if Ronnie Simpson, he must be busy this Sunday because he hasn't looked at it. You know what happens? I think what happens, like a lot of men that are married, their wives probably say, "Hey, Sunday is a family day. What are you doing online for? Forget about hanging out with your male friends. Forget about doing a show. Spend time with me. I insist on quality time. And they go on and on and on. And I think that's what happens with a lot of these dudes. I think that's what happens. They heaven forbid they're with them constantly, unless they have plans, unless they really have plans. Now, these guys that watch football, they can't see the action on TV and occasionally like communicate to the side on a live show, and they can't see what's going on in the game. Like they have to be totally focused. Thomas,
game.
Now getting back to BC, you gotta try to update.
You got to
your
buy a
phone.
laptop.
Try to update it on settings. If it tells you there's a problem that you have to upgrade your phone, then that's the reason. If it updates, wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a feeling that that's the reason. I don't really think it's your Wi-Fi, because like if you have internet on a desktop with your cable TV, that means you automatically get Wi-Fi with it. All the other services around here are like that. If you have cable, you have internet for your desktop through the wire, through the cable, and then you have Wi-Fi. So I think the problem is your phone. Like I know this guy, friend of mine, Anthony, that has this old phone where he can't even type a comment on the show. That's how old his fucking phone is. And I tell him, look into Spectrum. You can get a phone really reasonable. The rates are very low. Unlimited for $55 a month. You have unlimited data and unlimited everything. I says, you need to upgrade. You have an ancient phone. I mean, if you can't even comment on a YouTube channel, then your phone is a piece of shit. But the guy don't do it. I don't know if some people are really that cheap. You know,
I don't think he understands a lot of technology, to be completely honest. I think it's a little above him. Anyways, enough of that.
I don't know.
I think it's above him to understand how it all works. I don't know either.
Well, you just
I'm narrow. I'm very narrow-minded. But.
Well, there are texts.
That's very funny. I would almost hesitate to add the statement that he was present here. When he did the meatloaf, James, what was that, 3 weeks ago?
It was fine, right?
No problems. Absolutely no problems, right?
Yeah.
And so kind of, again, with that sort of technical mindset of troubleshooting, what did you change, or what has changed between when you went live successfully and today, or even Friday, or even like, almost say, oh my goodness, well, just throwing this out there, I put a book next to the router and now that signal is blocked traveling another 3 feet, which might get to the backyard or something like that. Right.
Like what was there anything else open on his phone?
Yeah.
Was something blocking the router, like you said? What were you doing that absolutely did not interfere with your live stream then? But then when he went on Fandango Friday, he had severe problems, and then 2 days later, right today, he had problems.
He was on Wildcard Wednesday, wasn't he?
No.
He was on Pumpkin Beer, the last Pumpkin Beer Jay did, which would have been like the last Wednesday in October, which would have been a week and a half ago. Yeah. Right? He was there and he was present and he tried logging in. So I agree. It's probably a hardware problem.
Because he tells me on occasion he has really severe problems being on anyone's show, and then other times it works out. So I think it's a hardware problem. I don't think it's his router in the house. I don't think it's his cables.
Do we know what Mr. BC does for a profession? Is he retired?
I have no idea what he did or does. I don't even know if he's retired. I don't know.
Only asking because if he has a job that has a computer, chances are that computer could certainly be used to go live instead of a cell phone. I mean, we might just abandon the cell phone and try to go with another device, right?
You should just abandon the cell phone idea. Cell phones are they can't handle the bandwidth that's needed to do these things. They really can't.
Yep. And the battery depletes. Yeah. you lose battery life very quickly when you do any kind of streaming or anything like that, right?
That's why when it involves video, I always USB connect the phone.
So you're wired in now, right?
Well, I'm on my my custom built desktop. I have like a jacked up my brother-in-law built for me. You know, like this monster. Oh, yeah, I'm on a desktop. It's like I got like 2 multi-terabyte hard drives. I got 12 gigs of RAM.
Something sounds fishy about that computer.
Big
There.
CPU in here. Yeah, no, I'm
No.
fine here. But when I'm at the restaurant at the sushi place, I'm on my phone, and you don't see any problem with my video and audio, right, Jason?
No, it's absolutely no problems.
Yeah, so I'm on my phone, but then again, my phone is not old. So, and I got the 5 gig, the 5G. So I think it's a hardware problem that it's most likely the phone itself, just like
Yep.
Thomas Metal 75 says that. Is that a golden retriever or a lab?
Yeah, it's an English cream retriever. So he's kind of like a golden, just with white hair, and it's sort of his dinner time now.
Very creamy.
So he's very wants me to feed him.
They have very pleasant personalities, like the English bulldogs, and around here there's a lot of French bulldogs, English bulldogs, Boston Terriers. They all have wonderful personalities, but the Labrador Retriever and the Golden Retrievers have the same type of disposition.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Yeah.
You have any animals there, Thomas or James?
Yes, goldfish in a pond out.
Well, I have a big Asian forest scorpion. I have another scorpion called the giant vinegaroon. I have an aquarium, and I have a tomato frog, which are it's captive bred, but they're originally from Madagascar, and
oh wow,
they're bright red. They're bright red like this, like that, and his name is Pomodoro.
That's the best one you've done so far.
What happened, James?
Okay.
Which means
you don't even look like yourself.
It's Italian for tomato.
Oh.
You got that Shrek look.
Okay, that is the best one. Because you're incognito right now. Nobody'd even.
No, not that one. Go back to being bald. Where's the bald?
So it's got to be dark where you guys are now, right? It's after 6.
Getting there.
Yeah, we're still got a shred of daylight left here behind me. What's for dinner then, Thomas? You've eaten. James, what are you eating?
I don't know. I had a late brunch. I think I'm probably going to have Japanese soba noodle soup with boiled bok choy and.
Is this
all homemade
or something or whatever that show is?
Yeah, no, I get it from there's a big Japanese shopping center near here. I get their imported noodles. I don't have a lot of food in the house, but I don't want to eat the same thing all the time. I already had the codfish fillet. I don't want to have hamburger again.
Yeah, I hear you. You sort of. We got invited over to my mother-in-law and father-in-law's house for dinner.
Nice.
So
I might have to wrap up and say goodbye here very shortly.
Yeah.
Plus, I got to feed the dog.
We're going to wrap up too because kind of ran out of material.
Well, there's always stuff to talk about. I
know. But I'm getting a little fatigued. I want to make something to eat and have something cold to drink.
Has anyone ever called you the black sheep of the family? Oh God!
You can't say black sheep anymore, right? Or black olives, or
that's true.
That would be un-American.
Or blackstrap molasses. No, BC works. I think he works at a like a Home Depot kind of business.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. Yeah. A retail chain.
And he's got a sheepdog, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That thing
yes.
looks like a mop. It's so it's so like long haired.
Old English. You got to be careful and living near the forest because the ticks would love a dog like that.
Oh,
Somebody
yes.
likes to burrow.
Yes.
Yeah, ticks would just love it. My aunt used to, you know how she used to take ticks off the dog? She used to light her cigarette lighter. She used to put a
Oh,
flame.
jeez.
She used to put a flame to their ass, and they would like immediately detach.
Wow.
She will burn their ass, and that's how she got. Because if you pull on it, the dog bleeds.
Oh,
Yeah, parasite. They're disgusting creatures.
yep.
Yeah. Well, the best thing is to not have the dog run in the woods.
Right. Yeah.
It's like with cats. I mean, cats that are outdoor cats get into a lot of trouble. They catch diseases, and it's just it's too big of a problem. So that even if they have a collar and an identification, they can still get in trouble with other cats. Ferals can give them a disease like feline leukemia or feline
Lyme disease, yeah.
AIDS or they
AIDS?
transfer it to, there's all kinds of feline afflictions. But, that's why
That's terrible.
it is. It's better to keep them in the house with the litter box. But,
Well, guys, I'm being told we have to go. So listen, it was great to meet you, James Thomas. We'll be on future live streams.
it's been very nice having you
Yep.
and very educational having you on.
Thank
You're
you.
a very
Yeah.
intelligent guy, and then it was fun. It was great meeting you.
Absolutely. Yeah. I comment on your stuff, and you know how it is. Who's this guy, right? So now there's a
Yeah.
face with a name and stuff, and hopefully we can do this again sometime.
Yeah.
And Thomas,
We good?
I used to do it Friday and Saturday, but it's hard to find people on those evenings.
I know. Like you said, right? Everybody's they spend every waking minute together, and then they want to spend 1 minute apart, and then all hell breaks loose. So
Everybody doing live streams on Friday nights too. It's crazy.
yeah, that is true. All right, guys, be well. We'll see you later. Okay,
All right,
take
thank
care.
you.
Thank you very much. Thank you both.
Bye-bye.
Have a good evening.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
All right, you too.
Hmm.
All right, we can go
Great
back.
look. This is a great look.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. You with that program is really a great source of unplanned entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
It really is. It really is. I mean, you played many characters, kind of like Myers did with with Austin Powers. Was it Michael Myers? Was that his name?
Michael Myers, yeah.
Yeah, with Austin Powers, he played all those characters.
This is wrong. You can kind of see a mustache starting to creep in there on that one side. Oof. Anyway,
what about a mustache that you can curl up like with the wax? Yeah.
Anyway, let's go to. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I had to say what I had to say before about abortion.
Yeah.
I had to call them like I see them, like Ronald says. You got to call them like you see them. Late term, no. Late term, absolutely not. But very early on, when it's just a little fertilized egg, that's fanaticism. That's ridiculous. And having a poor woman carry a baby who's been, let's say, raped by their uncle, like a young female that was raped, and I mean that is not fair to the woman. But anything other than that, it's true. Religious fanaticism is not proven. It never has been proven.
No.
Even good Christians and other faiths, normal people, they still haven't proven anything.
Normal people.
So yeah, quote unquote. So it should never affect law.
That's what
I know for some reason, zealotry seems to be very popular in the South.
Pop.
Where's me sweet pea? Oh, me sweet pea. Now, sweet pea, was he like did he knock up Olive Oil? Was she like an illegitimate baby, or was he an orphan that was left on the doorstep?
I don't know.
Popeye,
That's a good question.
you know, you could be a guest. Popeye, you can be a celebrity guest on my show next time.
I can blink. All right.
That's why you
There goes the phone. Who's
have
calling?
problems with one of your eyes.
Anybody calling? Potential spam. Potential spam.
Call from spam 27630217161.
Potential spam. Let's hear what they have to say, shall we?
Bam.
Hello? All right, they went away. That was pretty good. Potential spam. I like potential spam that comes in a can.
Yeah. Now, Ronnie Simpson just said, "Thank you for the link. I appreciate it. I just ate dinner and am going to settle down for the night. Settle down for the night.
Okay.
All right, no problem. Let's see if this guy's around.
No.
Oh,
You good?
Goldsmith is not. He doesn't have a.
Drink beer no more, which is
He
probably
doesn't have a. He's not on Messenger anymore. Let me try Hill.
no. That guy blocked me on Messenger. The guy blocked me on Facebook or what are they calling Facebook nowadays? Meta.
Meta. You know how many Michael Hiltons there are? It's like a
There's a lot around in the world. Yeah.
I don't know which one is the real Michael Hilton.
I don't know who this is. Nope.
Settle down. He wants to settle down for the night.
Okay. Y'all settle down now, yeah?
Who's busy? Who wants to settle down? Anyway, so are you working tomorrow, right?
Yep, I gotta do that.
And you got hey, the genie, the gin.
The genie.
You have Jesse's Bumpy Road After Dark, whatever the hell he calls the show.
I don't know. Oh, let me get rid of that. I don't know exactly what he's doing. I don't know exactly if he's. My thought was he was going to switch that to Monday nights now and just do the one live show with the panel a week instead of doing
just do the multi Monday.
Yeah, well, yeah, the multi Monday is now wrapped up.
What does that mean?
We have finished doing the multi Monday. The multi Monday program was based around what's known as the BJCP. That's the Beer Judging Certification Program Guidelines. So when you go and you bring your beer to get judged in competitions like the Great American Beer Festival or the World Beer Cup, they're judging your beer based on that judging certification program guidelines. So we've basically determined, or at least Jesse did, Mr. Bumpy Road Brewery, that we've gotten through all of the different styles of beer through the BJCP that, would be realistically easy to acquire because, I mean, I have the guidelines up from 2015.
Well,
some of this stuff would be difficult to acquire. Like there's some beer styles you're never ever gonna find. Like there's one called let's see here. There's one called. Hold on a minute. This thing is being crazy. Don't send.
I mean, he can always just do a multi Monday for the hell of it.
I guess. I mean, there's weird things. There's alternative grain beer, alternative sugar beer, IPA Argenta, Italian grape ale, Roggen beer. I'm like, no one's going to be able to find every single beer on these lists. And that's why when we were getting down and into the program guidelines, you were starting to see less and less people over the course of the last month being able to find these beer styles.
Yeah, I mean, he can still do a show based on what Jesse wants to do. You know, it's called Multi Monday, and just have people come on and do what Ronald and what you do. So, except on Monday.
You have to let it go, let it go. She has a mustache. That's creepy.
Yeah. You know what I don't like is on South Park, on the newer ones, they have little Ike in kindergarten, and he's starting to talk now. I think Ike was much funnier as a little baby doing baby talk.
Oh, before he became like some kind of preteen or whatever.
You know, he's in kindergarten and conversing, but he was much cuter doing the baby talk. Like they should. And another thing that upsets me is that bitch mayor of South Park forced Mr. Hankey to leave South Park because of all the things he posted in Twitter, including the mayor being a titless whore or something. You know, I mean, what's South Park without Mr. Hankey? I mean, come on.
I don't know.
You know?
This is not what all Canadians look like. Come on now.
And then hopefully, Chef, before he passed away, God rest his soul, Isaac Hayes. I hope he gave the recipe for chocolate salty balls to Kyle, so so Mr. Hankey can eat it like Popeye eats spinach. You know, butterscotch. Leopold, butterscotch.
Butters.
His parents are very dorky. His parents are very dorky.
Well, they own like a coffee shop or something.
No, that's Tweak. That's Tweak's parents. They filling up with coffee. Remember summer camp with Nathan and Mimsy?
Oh, no.
Nathan and Mimsy. Shut up, Mimsy. Mimsy. Now, I didn't understand. I never heard of a lake shark. There was a lake shark in that episode. I don't think lakes have sharks.
No. Nor does the land have a shark.
And lakes don't have surf either, because they had handicapped Jimmy Volker. Jimmy Volker was on a surfboard riding a wave on that lake.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, what do you say? BC beer reviews. Are you still watching?
Who knows?
I haven't the focus. But he definitely needs to trade in his phone
for a tablet. You definitely need to get a tablet, or minimally, maybe even like a. You might be able to do the Chromebook thing, but Alex, the beer master,
that sucks.
From one of our buddies sent him a Chromebook, and it was very problematic.
John and Nilly,
the whole streaming thing with a panel of people.
John and Nilly sent it to him, and it was very problematic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he eventually did. I mean, Alex did eventually get. I don't know if he got a laptop. He eventually got a real, honest to goodness computer that works better for him.
Yeah, but I know the Samsung Galaxy tablet is very good. I know it works very well.
That's what I was using this afternoon or earlier in the stream when I was making steak and cheese.
Unless he gets a higher end Samsung Galaxy phone. If he gets a good Android.
I got one. I got the Galaxy S21 Ultra coming in the mail tomorrow as we speak.
All right. That's a good one.
Well, despite that fact that I destroyed that screen on the last phone to oblivion the other day in the parking lot at the damn show, I was taking it out of my pocket. Woo! There you go. Well, I got an OtterBox case and a good protection,
Well,
screen protector for.
that's
Just
what this
over
is.
$1,000.
OtterBox.
I think I got the OtterBox commuter or whatever it's called.
Now there's my friend has an OtterBox case that I couldn't find. His is like all neoprene rubber. It's thick, where you can literally throw it up against the wall and nothing would happen to it.
Huh.
But this is pretty decent. This
I don't even remember the brand. I had so I've been having the Galaxy S7 forever, which is now kind of, it's not obsolete, but it's getting old, right? I had something that said ballistics for a case. All it was a very hard anodized or whatever you call it. It was a very hard rubbery material. Ballistics, I highly doubt the thing would survive a bullet blast. The thing started to rip. This hard plastic started to rip, and obviously that bought a pretty crappy phone case. But it said ballistics on it. You would have thought it would have lasted without tearing, but the thing started to tear. The hard plastic stuff.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the screen protector, the laminated, clear screen, it takes sensitivity away from your touch screen function.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to. So what you should probably do with those devices is put the screen protector on first, and then when you get into the phone, then if you're gonna set up a thumbprint, then you set it up with the screen protector because you're gonna have.
I don't know. I don't have that screen protector on here. On my old iPhone, I had it on, and it totally took away sensitivity from the touch screen feature. I think if you have a good OtterBox,
you'll be all right.
You can't go wrong. Yeah, especially when the OtterBox is higher than the screen in the front.
Mm-hmm. You just don't want to drop it face down on the glass.
No. Well, you don't want to drop it. Period. If you can help it.
Yeah.
But if you get that phone, and you get yourself a long USB cord when you do the band practice, I'm telling you, if you go live with that band practice, it's like a reality show.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like an audition.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be really cool.
No, not that. How about grilled cheese? Ooh, grilled cheese. Anyways, yeah. So the phone, I was looking up. Oh, there's a phone. Wow. I was looking at this information up on the phone. The phone comes with that USB-C, a USB-C cable. It doesn't even come with one of these. It doesn't even come with the wall charger. You have to buy that thing. You have to buy that thing separately. And then the phone also doesn't even have a headphone jack in it, because I mean, they're trying to compete with the Apple formula where we don't come with the wall charger, and we don't come with the headphone jack. We need you to buy it separately and give us more money. We need you to buy wireless headsets and that kind of crazy crap. I mean, they're telling you about, I looked it up with Samsung without having this wireless or the charging that goes into the wall, the fast charging application. They're saying it's reducing waste to not provide it. Then why did you even provide a USB-C cable if you don't have anything immediately?
Yeah, but I charge my phone. I put my USB cord in a dollar store USB port wall charger. Yeah. A dollar store wall charger with a little LED light that shines. And you know what? My phone still says fast charging on it.
So I got to send back the phone. So they didn't even have the phone in my town's Verizon store. So it's a trade-in, even with it being smashed and cracked. And they do have a trade-in for broken phones. It's like, I don't know, it's like $15 or something. It's not even worth it really, but whatever, right? So they have the smart switch. You plug in the USB-C and then you plug in the other phone, or you do something like that, right? And then you can do the wire, then you can do the migration of whatever you want from your old phone to the new one. So I'm just going to do it for for the phone contacts and that stuff. But I mean, I still have to wipe the phone probably and then put it in a box and send it back to Verizon, because that's just how this trade-in works. Again, even if it's $15.
You can't go to a local Verizon shop.
No, I can't go to the local Verizon store here in my town because, and I didn't look too intently at what else was available, because they didn't have they don't have any Galaxy S21 Ultras.
Okay.
That's why I had it. I'm like, I don't know enough about, okay, so I'm on the family plan and we all chip in for that. And it's like, so what did you, so we're looking at the website. It's like, is there anything else you want? I'm like, I don't know. It's like, is it okay if you just get it sent in the mail? I'm like, I guess. It's not like the phone is not in disrepair. However, it ain't in any great condition. I can still use the old phone. The screen still works, but it looks like an absolute mess.
Yeah, I mean, my phone charges really fast.
That's good.
On a dollar store wall charger, but I understand what you mean now.
It looks
See,
like
I just plugged it in. I just plugged it in from the computer, the USB, and it'll charge right up. Not that I need it charged, but
there you go. It certainly looks like this right about now. If I were to be inside of my phone.
oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they are definitely evolving faster than we realize. And but anyway, I have to do something. I have a half gallon of kefir that has fermented as of 6 p.m. I have to remove the kefir grains, and I guess my throat hurts. I gotta have a nice cold beverage.
Yeah.
So I thank you, Thomas Metal 75.
You got it.
Your wonderful entertainment and your valuable company. And I will talk to you over there in Messenger when the time arises.
Social media land.
All right. Bye-bye.
Keep tasting those great beers. Cheers.
Yes. And thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope your weekend went well. And unfortunately, tomorrow's Monday, the least favorite day of the week. So try just grin and bear it.
Don't break your phone screen, people.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.